remember, James and Jen, I will need this space for combat zone. If and when you guys get in combat.
Okay. What a crock of shit!
Wait, your food is in the way. Can we eat first?
Well, yeah, eat your food. I'm
Right
eating
now,
my
I think
food.
we're mostly like talking.
I think it's
Yes.
mostly James's fault right now.
In fact, I intend on doing this entire podcast
With
pizza in my mouth.
You're cutting
heck
that
yeah.
so properly, and I feel like you should just be picking it
You
up.
could do a
and eating
good
it. I really think
character.
I've never
Okay.
had a calzone, and it's like.
I'm
pouring
Camden
out.
Ironhead.
You do cut it.
Well,
It just
technically,
looks like something.
I
that you
should
just,
be
like,
at
eat
dinner
with
by the
pie.
time we start playing, right? So, I mean...
Yeah, we're supposed to go.
I just be role-playing really well.
That's true.
Hello, everybody, and as always, welcome to Legends from Aeramis. I'm Jeff from Geeks New England, your dungeon master and overall fool. We'll head around the room as we always do and introduce everyone, starting with our guest for the third session now.
All right.
Andrew from Wicked Anime.
Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew from Wicked Anime, and I am playing Thunder, the Razorclaw Shifter Rogue.
The Thundercat.
He's our guest. He's not like official yet.
Well,
Are we officially in a
We
relationship
let him
with
in, and now we don't know how to make him leave.
I'm gonna call him guest until we hit 5.
I just imagine because you're a cat, it's just like we open the door for you. Okay, you can leave.
I'm just glad I'm planned for 5.
We
now.
need to be.
Yeah.
We need to be Facebook official with him.
Oh, God. Alright.
Boy.
Signed a 5 deal.
Jen, you're eating something different from everyone else.
No,
Not
Does that
anymore.
mean she has to go next?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, because I picked
I'm
healthy food.
not
Well,
eating right now.
Um,
because
I'm a napkin. I'm Jen. I'm Ep15 Dala. I am the Druid Elf, and I'm passing napkins by James's box. Thank you.
Drew it out.
Hi, I'm James. I play Camden Ironhands, the human blood hunter.
This pizza is amazing.
Yeah, we're eating
I
pizza.
worked today
This
and
is-
brought home pizza, and there was so much food in my car, I had to buckle it in the car.
I worked today, and I brought home sadness because it was Black Friday.
I didn't work today.
I brought home pizzas, calzones, and cheesecake.
If those of you listening would like a slice of pizza, just please send us an email with your pizza mailing address.
I'll send you some Montilio's pizza.
I can't promise
Victoria.
it'll arrive well, but it will show up.
Yep.
Who do you play?
Hi, I'm Victoria. I play Talia, and I'm the ranger, the half-elf ranger with a pet wolf named
You were
Nova.
struggling.
I'm struggling real hard because I just got out of work, and I've done 50 hours in 4 days, so I'm really tired. Hi.
Just rub some dirt in it.
Essentially what I've been doing. Like, I come home, die, and then get up in the morning and go back to work. Come home,
That's what
die.
I do.
Here we see the Victoria.
I got
Insanity
to
slowly slipping in.
I think
I
that's
did it 9
everyone's.
a.m.
Is
to 2 a.m. the other day. Yay, America's workforce.
I'm sorry, Lowell, have you gone?
No, I was about to say, I think that's everyone, so does that mean I go?
Oh, yes.
I am Leander, the party's lawful evil cleric, so go me.
Woo.
He's not
Still
Jack.
can't tell if I trust you because I lost trust in you and I don't know what's happening yet.
Whatevs. Consider me
So-
trustworthy at least until I kill you all in your sleep.
Yes.
I mean, I barely trust
That's a
Lowell,
good
so I don't really
policy.
know how this is gonna go.
Well, my passive perception's not that good, so you have a pretty good chance.
Mine, I don't know. I don't remember.
If anything, I'm the only one in the party who hasn't betrayed their own values, with the exception of our shifter.
What?
I didn't
What?
betray my values.
What?
I don't think I've returned my own values.
Camden's kind of a
I
dick.
pooped inside of town.
Wait, when did that happen?
You got into the world.
I was a bear at some point. I probably pooped somewhere. Shouldn't have.
You were a bear for a couple of hours.
Try it.
So,
Just gotta try it.
Does a bear shit in the woods? No, it poops in the town.
So, Legends from Aeramis is
aren't you
first.
glad you're listening?
Why do you do that?
She waited for you to start talking and then commented.
How about the novel you're working on?
Okay. Legends from Aeramis is first and foremost available on my blog at geeksnewengland.org. Please subscribe to it. You can also like us on Facebook at Geeks New England, or follow my Twitter handle, Hagashi01, for any posts or updates. And as always, critiques and comments are really appreciated. In fact, I'd like to give a shout out to Robert Slay,
Yes, Temsu.
because he's doing a Nuzlocke run of Pokemon Moon right now. Woo! Caught a female Eevee and named it Avathon.
Oh, that's awesome.
I caught an Eevee. I don't know if it's guy or girl yet.
Ooh, can we add that if people comment on Facebook, we'll actually comment back? Because we're not famous yet.
That's what we do. Wicked Anime
We're
comments
never
every
going
week.
to be
commenting.
famous.
What do you
Oh my
mean
God,
yet? None of us are getting famous unless one of us becomes a serial killer.
I have to yell.
Lol.
I have to, because I don't remember if I mentioned this last time, but Big Bad Shadow Man, how dare you? He drew a king mimic.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
And-
that was.
I love him, but dear God, why?
I think I saw on Facebook too.
Thanks,
If we
Big
could
Bad
make
Shadow
any
Man.
merchandise for this thing, I would want it to be King Mimic stuff.
I'm expecting to get a T-shirt with a mimic on it for Christmas. I'm just saying, from one of them. Don't really know who, but better not be you.
King Mimic.
Speaking of lol, we've had at least 4 people now report that they listen to this podcast in the car.
Ooh, boss. Someone called the president.
Well, Mister,
one?
no one listens to podcasts in the cars. That's weird. No one who does that.
I listen to podcasts.
I was listening to the
I
audiobook
know.
on the way here.
That's all I do. It's how I listen to my Critical Role.
So, does anyone else have any news or information or deep dark secrets they'd like to share with the internet?
Happy
started
Thanksgiving!
DMing. What? I started DMing.
Ooh.
So I have my own campaign. I have started recording it, but I haven't posted it anywhere, and I don't know if I ever will. But if I do, you guys will know.
That's okay. D&D is fun
probably
even
gonna
if it's
hop into
private.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna hop into it at some point here.
Yes, you will.
You're disgusted.
All right, I'm going to do a recap.
Yay.
I'm eating salad.
I'm
Yeah,
eating
Jen's
hills
eating
of-
salad while we're all munching into
I know,
pizza
she's
and
got the healthy
calzones.
shit, and there's all
I
of
just
us.
want to be awake.
How
Grease,
loud
grease,
is it?
grease, grease.
How loud's
Healthy.
what? I don't know.
Well,
I have no idea if anyone's going to hear the chewing. We're going to find that out.
Yeah, we are.
We won't be chewing the whole episode.
I'm like purposely doing it.
Except I'm pretty sure 3 of us are going for dinner, so it's going to sound realistic anyways.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, wait, should I be like grumbling like
Or are
an
we
animal?
going to that? Are we going to that lizard's restaurant so I can finish killing him?
we are. You are not invited, because he doesn't know.
Well, he invited everyone.
Yeah,
So, in the last episode, Leander met back up with the group in the den of a couple of basilisks. They had gone there because Camden was looking for his co-worker, as it were, Reyna, another blood hunter from the Institute of the Mind. She had been turned to stone in the back of the cave and needed rescuing. So the party took care of the reptiles pretty quickly, retrieved Reyna's arm, put her back together, and then Ava turned into a bear, and they tied all 500 pounds of Reyna to Barathian Dala, and literally ran her back to Crosswarren. Along the way, they encountered a lizard man who was being chased by a giant boar. Most of the group saved him, mostly unscathed.
Hey, Nova and I took down that boar in like a heartbeat. It was fucking awesome.
Hey, I hit
Ava-
that lizard man right away.
Ava and Leander continued on to the city, looking for an alchemist. The rest of the group eventually caught up with him. Outside the alchemist's shop, hired the man to concoct a potion to turn Reyna back to flesh. And now I believe everyone's about to split up again.
Just for a little bit, just for dins.
Like, yeah, we're just gonna go eat dinner.
Dins?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
That's right. I have my book already ready.
Oh, God.
Already ready.
Oh, that's right. You guys like music and shit.
We
do.
appreciate that.
I
Helps
do
with
like-
immersion.
I do like shit.
I like food. You guys
Food
know
is
that?
shit.
Hey, Lowell.
Yeah.
What were we discussing in length in the alchemist shop? Because I'm trying to remember exactly.
Your hands.
Your hands, bro.
You're
About you.
finally going to tell us what's up with your hands this
I was going
session, I
shopping.
believe.
Yeah, I don't
There
think
was-
so.
Well, there was that whole orc thing as well.
And
Yes,
then Talia's
that's
going
right.
to tell us about her dream.
I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, tell
Leander.
you about the dream.
Well, I mean, I must. I'm the only one that matters to me, so that's pretty much the whole party.
Well, it's the creepy asshole that you know. But have you listened to that yet?
Cersei Rune.
Yeah, Cersei Rune was in it, so I've talked to you.
Cersei Rune's such a nice guy.
So, what are you guys up to?
We're gonna go have dinner at the board with the lizard
Ash.
man.
Who's we?
And we're discovering what pizza is.
Evathon, Thunder, and Talia.
And
Weren't you and Leander gonna head up?
Nova.
Oh yeah.
Nova just comes with us at the bar. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just gotta get away from her, you know?
I love her, but she doesn't give me any space.
Yeah,
Dude, you need to communicate more.
I
I
know
don't know.
where you
Nova, are you smoking? Yeah.
Sup, it.
Calms my nerves.
None of us have speak with animals either. You can just talk.
I had that.
Nope, Nova's voiced by Keith David, so.
Oh man.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you guys are going there.
We head to Pizashara's
Yes.
for some board.
Make sure.
Pistachio. Pistachio, yes.
Ash dog.
What's up, Lil?
Make sure you drink a potion or something for parasites when you're done eating wherever it's served.
It's not a horrible idea. Who do you want to do first, them or us?
Well,
Ooh.
I mean, there's more women in this group, but James is cute. So
Damn right I am.
Good on beard.
You're right. Now I'm a little jealous, actually.
Wow, that played out very nicely. That's a nice boost.
James
to
and
my
Lil,
day.
you're going to the bar or something? You're going to a tavern? Or what are you doing specifically?
Like, to be honest with you, if you're going to a bar, Nova will go with you guys. You'd rather be there.
I
He can
is
smell
there
it. He
something
knows.
mission related we could be doing, like to the?
Oh, I got an
task
idea.
at
Why don't
hand?
we go back to the chapel and wait for Woadmane to see if he reappears? Or
That's what you guys were gonna do.
We are also waiting because the alchemist has to make the potion to fix Reyna. So we
Yes.
have to waste today.
You have to waste today and most of tomorrow. Right now, it's
Yeah.
about dinner time.
That's what I'm saying, because like, I know Lowell's like, where can we do a mission thing?
I've given you guys side quests.
Yeah.
So, you guys have stuff to do.
You're right. Go eat dinner.
Or
Right, eat.
other things. You can,
Bears
you know,
gotta eat.
if you want to make something else up to do on your own,
I
be
need
my
to kill a
guest.
man. Bear's gotta sleep and Bear's gotta eat.
why don't we mug someone in an alley?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
bounty hunters.
Right.
We can go handle a bounty.
Kill a
and
man.
stuff Like that.
I'm gonna sleep somewhere.
Yeah, you
No,
gotta
I
sleep.
didn't mean we'll do a mission while you wait. I meant, is there like something related to our current goal we could just do while we're waiting?
No,
yeah,
I understand.
That's what it's all like side goals right now.
Right. Yeah, because we're just chilling to
We have to wait a day and
wait
a half.
for Reyna to unthaw.
Because she's the main goal. Oh, look at the pretty dice I got at Rhode Island Comic Con.
Alright, so we'll stick with
They're
the
like snowy. They look
the
nice.
dinner scene for now.
I have one.
Cool.
You guys head back to the city. Finding your way easily enough. You know the general direction back towards the slum district. Most of the buildings here, not particularly tall, as I think I mentioned before. These are very ramshackle huts, mediocre build quality at best. The streets are wet in some areas, not even made of stone. It's just dirt roads. People toss refuse out into the side alleyways where no one walks unless you have to. You can see a lot of people stumbling around, not in the best state of dress, not particularly well cared for.
Do I notice any signs around of like thieves' cant or anything like that to know that if there's like robbers or burglars just running around?
You can make a check if you'd like. Make a perception check.
it's not something
Or make an investigation check.
Investigation?
Yeah.
3.
Not that you see.
Sweet.
Nibby!
You don't notice anything, but this is a type of place where you would probably expect to find lowlives, scattering about. So, more than likely, if you wanted to dig into the undercity of Crossmore, you might be able to find something. But eventually you guys make your way back to that one particular hut with the sign hanging above the door, which reads, The Resting Clutch.
Yay.
In very poor, very ill-written common.
So do we knock on the door or just go in?
It's a restaurant. You can just go
You
Yeah,
do
let's-
what you guys want to do. I'm not going to tell
We
you
go
how
in
to
and
do.
be like,
I feel like it's not gonna be that packed, so.
Ash, it's dinner time!
You just walk in and shout that?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk in, no one's around. It seems to be pretty barren. But you give that call and you hear from behind the doorway that you think leads into the kitchen. Ah! And there's some fumbling. And then Pizashra comes out wiping his hands on his apron. Friends! You've come for dinner.
That doesn't sound creepy at all.
He walks up to each of you and shakes your hands.
Getting used to the handshake now, so we're just kind of like...
Only the three of you, or four. He points down to the wolf.
Yeah, the other two had to go handle something.
Unfortunate. But come, Pizashra has his food cooking already. Sit. He goes over and moves a chair back from gestures for you guys to sit at one of the tables.
Okay, sit.
And then he quickly...
I'll sit. I'm sorry, I'm eating.
Then he quickly walks away, back into the kitchen.
Cool. Boar.
So the area around you, it's not filthy. He actually does seem to do a relatively decent job of trying to keep it looking together. You can tell this is not a well built place. It doesn't, like, the walls are just bare wood. The floor is wood, but you can tell it's damaged. A lot of the wood is kind of splintering and not particularly well cared for. And all the tables and the chairs around you, they're all mismatched. Grabbed from wherever he could get them, paying whatever he can to just get something for people to sit on. And there's like one or two stools sitting over at the quote-unquote bar, which is really more just a plank of wood placed over a couple of tree stumps. But for what it is, there's a bit of a homely feel to it.
This is cool. I like this.
It's a nice place. Quiet though.
Yeah. I was actually going to ask him when he comes out how business is around here.
If I remember correctly, they didn't really seem to look at him strange, so hopefully that's not the reason.
There's a couple of banging from behind the kitchen door, and then he comes out holding a plank of wood with a couple of wooden goblets sitting on it. Not goblets, they're more like, what's the word? Mugs? Mm-hmm.
It's mugs.
He comes over, places them in front of each of you. Drinks until the food is prepared. I will be giving you one of my special meals. No one has eaten yet.
No.
You must tell me how it is.
Okay.
Of course.
He just stands there for a second looking
I
at
will
each of
take
you
a
in
drink
turn.
of my drink.
Okay.
Am I going to die?
Make a con check.
Oh, hey, was I right about the parasites?
16.
16. Okay. It's wine.
Okay.
It's not good wine.
I don't think any wine's good, personally, so...
Like a little
I'm-
too fermented or not fermented enough?
Like,
Probably too for me.
like, does anyone here like Barefoot?
I don't know what that is.
It's a type of wine.
So we need Jen.
Okay, Jen. What's a bad wine?
Barefoot.
Okay. So think of Barefoot if it was sitting out in the sun for a little while.
So it would be like way too fermented.
It's perfectly, like, it's potable. You can drink it. It's not. In theory, it won't make you sick unless you
Right,
down a
hungover.
gallon of it.
Okay.
Water is not something. This is just a true thing about medieval culture. A lot of people didn't drink water because water wasn't really safe. Alcohol, wine, or mead, or something like that was much more common because the alcohol will kill everything.
Okay.
So this wine is probably the best thing he can give you that's not dirty, filthy water because he's nowhere near the level of class that can give you clean, potable water. But it's very cheap wine.
Okay.
All this information you're, of course, getting from Nova.
I would not be surprised.
Nova knows his shit.
You see, most people wouldn't give you water.
Hey Ash, how's business around here?
Business is poor.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How many people do you usually get a day?
Do you have a number less than one?
Like a half?
No half people.
Then 0.
Yes.
Ah.
Pisashra is still making a name for himself.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, I'm rooting for you, bud.
Pisashra appreciates this. Perhaps if you like Pisashra's cooking, you will tell others.
I will do that, for sure.
Pisashra has longed to be a chef. Pisashra's opinions were not well shared by his people. Pisashra came here with his mate in order to try to find a better life.
Mate, are you married?
Is that what you call?
Sure, let's say yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And no.
The look on his face, it's not sadness. It's a very... I mean, lizard folk are a little alien in a way. They're reptiles, you know? When you think of every other D&D race, they're pretty much all mammals of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even Dragonborn are technically more like monotremes than real reptiles. So when you have a lizard man, he doesn't make expressions the same way most other races do. They don't see the world the same way most other races do. But you can see an expression come over his eyes that you think is sadness, if you had to guess.
Pisashra's mate did not survive the journey.
Sorry to hear that.
A masked cleric shot her.
Wow.
James just gave up.
Yeah.
Pisashra must do well for his mate.
Yes, sir. That's very noble of you.
He just nods at you. You can see a tiny bit of black smoke billowing from behind the doorway into the kitchen.
Hey, I smell food.
Ah! It's ready!
And he rushes off.
You love doing that voice.
Well, he's gone. I'm just gonna say to the group. I know he offered to give us this for free, but I feel like we should pay for it.
Yes.
We could always, like, drop money somewhere, you know?
Like, casually leave a tip of, like, the bill.
Well, yeah, but make sure he doesn't see it because he probably wouldn't accept it.
We'll see. I'll have Noah go dig a hole. Just for money.
Alright, eventually the black smoke does fade away a little bit. And you can hear more movements and stuff. A cry of, "Ah!
It's fine!
Okay.
Well, maybe we'll get to taste some lizard man, too.
And then after a couple of minutes,
Horrible.
he comes out again, holding what looks like an old shield in his hand. Above his head. Well, not really above his head, he's pretty tall, but like, holding it like this. You can see a bandage wrapped around his arm and a little bit of blood.
Oh no.
By bandage, I mean a rag. And he comes over.
Pisashra hopes you will like it.
Thank you.
As he sets this shield down in front of you, the aroma is not bad. You can smell meat. You can smell the pungentness of cheese. And as you place it down in front of you, the shield is covered in what appears to be... It looks like a large slab of bread, but flat.
Huh.
And it seems that he's put a bunch of cheese all over it, and just hunks of meat that he's sliced across the top of it and cooked it like this. You've never seen this before.
This looks creative. Does it? It looks good. Like he looks like he did a good
It
freaking
looks
job.
edible. It looks edible. Although you've never seen this before, you have no idea how this is meant to be eaten. It's just this huge thing of bread covered in meat and cheese.
Legit question. Did you plan that before he said that? Or did you... it just happened?
Eat!
How would you like us to start? This is your creative meal. How would you like us to start with this?
I'm so excited.
Pisashra thinks if you lift from the edges, he has attempted to cut it into pieces. How you say, slices.
Sorry.
I go right for it.
Yeah, I take one too. Let's
Okay.
go. And I hand one down to Nova.
All right.
Cheese is not.
I'm gonna try to pick it
That was the
up,
last
like the
Black
whole
That's a good
circle,
point.
and try to eat it.
Do you try to do that?
How about instead of giving him a slice of pizza, I will put a cup of wine on the ground for him.
Drop him. You can drop him some meat.
Nova goes for the wine, takes a couple of licks, and then lifts his head back and looks up at you.
He's offended right now.
Probably is.
This was not the province.
Not for my palate.
Pizzastra is standing there eagerly, tail whipping back and forth behind him, just kind of rubbing his hands together, watching you all.
Alright, I'll take a bite.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm gonna pick up
I'll
the whole
indulge.
circle and just go.
Alright, Jen, take 1 point of fire damage. It's very hot. And as you try to pick it up, it warps underneath your hands, and you can't really maneuver it properly.
He told you how to eat it, Eva.
Like eating cheese off my fingers.
Jeez.
Do we like it, or do we have to roll for something?
No. It tastes pretty decent. The bread does not seem like it was properly leavened, but that might have been the point. And, it's a little crunchy, but not in a hard, rocky sort of, I can't even bite into this sort of way. The cheese, probably not the best quality that he could get, considering, again, his status, but it's melted, it tastes decent. The pungentness of it is mixing well with the boar meat, which you can taste, and it's quite savory. It is not bad. It tastes pretty decent.
I put my fist down, to my chin and rest my elbow on the table, and I say, "What do you call this?"
Pizzastra was not sure what to call it.
I hear it.
Pizzastra
now.
thought maybe to name it after himself. Zashra!
Yeah.
Unless you have another suggestion.
How about the first half of your name?
Pizza.
There's kind of a T in there though. The pizza.
He
It's more of a
leans his
pizza.
head back like he's thinking. And you see his nictating membrane slide across his eyes for a second.
Yes.
Cheese
Pizzastra
pie.
is pizza?
Pizza. Pizza.
Pizza. Perhaps Pizzastra will call it that. What does everyone think?
I'm gonna tell everybody around about Pizzastra's pizza.
It's delicious, thank you.
I'm sorry,
He
wait a minute.
looks-
The lizard is making pizza?
Yeah.
Do you listen?
Just in case
He's
you
not
missed
there,
the
so he
numbers
shouldn't
of
be
times
able
that we said pizza.
And you missed out because you wanted to go to the chapel to look for Wogbane.
Yeah, Camden's probably pissed that he's not having pizza.
I'm fine.
You don't even know what it is. Blood Hunter.
No, I'm
Again-
I'm just looking up how much XP this lizard man's worth. I'm just saying, we're missing out, guys. It's gotta have at least some loot under here.
The expression again on his face, you think it's joy. You think that if a lizard could feel happiness, this is the expression he would have.
Cool.
I'm just thinking of that Pokemon you have being happy.
Salazzle.
The open.
Pizzastra is much less sexy.
Salazzle. That thing does look sexy.
So while you guys eat your pizza, we're gonna jump back over to the Blood Hunter and the Cleric.
I love it.
All right.
So good.
So Camden is just kind of walking with Leander back towards the chapel. I imagine this is basically just after they've left.
Hang on, is Leander paying attention?
I'm paying attention.
Okay, there he is. Go ahead. I felt like I should ask first.
All right. So as Camden watches, kind of the rest of the group kind of depart, going to the restaurant. You know, at some point we're going to have to link up with them, join them in whatever. Camden looks for the right word. Fun they're having.
It's a lizard man. Whatever food it's serving are tainted with parasites. I'm surprised the townsfolk haven't tried to run it out yet.
In your experience, have you dealt with much lizard men?
I've dealt with subhumans. They're not usually the most capable of creatures. They might as well be getting served food by cattle.
Camden just shrugs. I've never met many of his kind, and those I usually meet are already about halfway towards my neck with an axe. I don't usually get time to talk to them or see their culture.
Roll a nature check for me, James.
Yeah.
Wow, that sucks.
Good job.
Full single digits.
Excuse me. Alright, I'm trying to find all my stats because mostly my table is pizza.
Why would you have your character sheet out?
You know what?
You don't need that.
That is a great one. I need pizza. Okay. So.
Well, you should have gone with the rest of the group.
Well, fuck you. Okay, let's see here. Nature check 8.
8?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I only rolled an 8, and I don't have any modifiers.
It's exceptionally rare, if not impossible, to encounter lizard folk on this continent. As far as you know, they stick solely to their own island continent. Mm-hmm. If there is a lizard folk that shows up here, probably a slave or someone in custody of some kind.
So,
Not that slavery is legal, but, you know, the continent is large, and not every part of it is under the jurisdiction of the realm.
Oh, yeah.
And people, you know, there's a black market for anything.
If I might
Yeah,
make
even
a
if something's wrong, people will do it. Yeah.
if I might make a suggestion how we may better use our time,
Go for it.
I would like to find a tavern of ill repute.
For what?
I do not believe Circe. I always pronounce it wrong. Is it Circe Rune?
That's close enough. Circe Rune,
Circe Rune? Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, like I said, close enough.
Yeah. I do not believe Circe Rune will have been idle. I would like to listen to some other local rumors and see if we can find any pattern in activities. Things
think
like
missing-
things like farms suddenly becoming abandoned, their residents going missing. Perhaps rumors of the walking dead in the middle of the night. Anything out of the ordinary that could be linked and give us some further clue of his activities. What may seem insignificant on its own, we may discover some type of pattern yet.
And you think he's operating here?
Not here in the city, per se, but I believe we may be able to catch some glimpse as to what he may be up to. Even if it's only a rumor or seed.
Not the first time I've had to follow a story of missing cattle only to find something worse.
Circe Rune is hardly a subtle creature. We're hardly going to notice if any... I doubt that some of the more avid rumor mongers are going to miss an opportunity at a tale or two.
Cameron nods.
Even though our former village was, let's say, claimed only a few days ago, it's possible he may have been engaged in some more less noticeable activities before this. Perhaps we will find something of interest. Something as simple as a few artifacts disappearing from a museum could be just the clue we're looking for.
If he's back, what sort of network do you think he'll still have?
I have no idea. I believed all of the Black King's agents to have been destroyed. However, if there are more hidden vaults like the one he emerged from, well, that could change things.
What about active members in today's society? No sort of cults. I imagine you probably run into them first.
There were one or two active when I previously encountered this city. I had at least one informant, although being a human, he is either in his late 80s or long dead by now.
Camden eyes Leander's mask up and down for a moment.
It is worth
As
a
if to
try.
see the marks of his age on his mask.
Often you humans have descendants much like your forebears, almost like speaking to an updated version of a previous person. It's possible we may be able to find someone like that.
An interesting theory. But what if we just go chasing rumors?
I do not intend to chase rumors. I intend to test the waters.
Camden nods. something to do while we wait for Woadmane and the rest of the group to come back.
And in a city this large, finding a place of ill repute shouldn't be too difficult.
No, of course not. Alright, Jeff,
What's up, buddy?
can I make a check as Camden to find a place of ill repute?
You mean like an investigation?
Just like that, yes.
Can I roll as well, being a person of ill repute?
Yes.
Do I get advantage for being an asshole, or do I just roll normally?
No, but I'll give you inspiration.
Hooray!
For admitting it?
I got a 19.
Ooh.
Woo! The first time I've ever rolled over Leander, 22.
What?
I rolled a
Natural
20.
20, baby.
I rolled a 20.
All right.
What, you noticed a building with more tattoos than I did?
All right. You guys are both standing there in the middle of the square, chatting, talking between yourselves. People walking by you, and as soon as you finish your statement, you both kind of turn and face forward at the same time, and spot a man in a torn-up, ripped jacket covered in dirt, his hair all askew, missing a shoe, stumbling down the street, hiccuping to himself. He stops, turns around like he's trying to get his bearings, points down the street, and starts lurching in that direction.
Perhaps we should ask this man where he has been drinking.
Alright. Camden is going to put an arm on the man's shoulder and ask him.
What's your AC?
17.
His hand slaps against your shoulder. You don't feel anything.
Hi.
Pardon me, sir. Where exactly have you been drinking tonight?
He's taking a stance like he's ready to fight you. It's not a very balanced stance.
Drunk
Pardon me?
Okay. Can I roll an investigation check to figure out what the fuck you just said?
Sure.
Okay.
I like James's reaction.
16.
Actually, it would be an insight.
Would that be
19.
Would that be perception? Like we're following clues?
Excuse me, good sir, but I do believe I do not recognize you, and I wonder what you just spoke to my person.
I like the translation so
Wait a minute,
much.
that was the translation. Leonard's reading the subtitles.
Camden just raises an eyebrow and then kind of goes back into it. Where have you been drinking this evening? Camden repeats.
I'm gonna drink.
Where?
I feel like I've dealt with this person.
Camden slowly stretches his finger to the direction the man has been stumbling. That way?
He's already been drinking. He's certainly not
seems
going
to
back.
be
He must be headed
calculating
home.
in his head. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
You want to get a drink?
After you. Camden slowly releases the man, giving a look to Leander.
Is this man going to guide us?
He starts stumbling his way away.
If you call that guiding, then I think Talia is misinterpreting her job.
Yeah.
If this is a guide, then Talia is certainly some
man-
sort of master. I don't know.
The man is clearly intoxicated already. He's probably headed home, not to a tavern.
You underestimated drunk.
I have an idea. Bring me to an alleyway and we'll find a wretch or two. This is how I used to do it.
Camden gives him an ushering wave, as in, there are alleys all around us.
The
Leander
guys
is
walked off towards another street.
whatever. Leander is going to attempt to locate one of the more filthy and haggard of the humans. More filthy and haggard than the normal ones.
Make an investigation, please.
You end up at
I'm
perception.
going to pop my inspiration, because fuck that roll. Ah, excellent. A 26.
A 26?
Yep,
Most
I used my inspiration.
Okay, most of the people around you, relatively, as far as the peasantry goes, pretty well dressed. You are in the trade district right now, and there are people of all walks of life in all corners of the world here. But after spending a little bit of time looking, you do think you spot some guy standing off on the partially into an alley, a hat pulled down over his face, arms crossed, and just kind of standing there. Perhaps just kind of watching everyone going around.
Does he look like he might be up to no good?
You could give me an insight if you'd like.
Only an 8.
An 8? Well, it doesn't look like he's doing anything illegal right now. That said, it was a little suspicious for someone to be standing in an alley like that in the shadows.
Very well, I'll approach him anyway.
Okay.
Leander is going to stride up to this man, his long black coat billowing out from behind him. Before he gazes down on him, his the yellow flames of his eyes sort of flickering over him for a moment.
You just walk up, you don't say anything?
I don't say anything, no. I'm going to let him speak first. If he doesn't say anything, I'm going to stare at him.
Motherfucker.
Camden's hanging out about a couple of steps behind Leander. His hat covering his eyes a bit.
His hat tilts up ever so slightly, as though he's getting a slightly better look at you. You still can't see his eyes too well, though, since he keeps it down so low. Can I help you, stranger?
I'm looking for some place my friend and I might be able to acquire a drink, if you catch my meaning. Leander is going to toy with a gold coin between his fingers as he talks. You seem like a fellow who might be able to find such a place.
You're not entirely certain, but you think that the hat is moving ever so slightly left and right following the coin. Lots of taverns in the city. You and your friend looking for somewhere specific?
If I were to be looking for a drink of men like yourself, honest men, if you catch my meaning, Leander continues to roll the coin between his fingers, where might I find such a place?
Perhaps persuasion.
Perhaps a place where I can find someone who can get the right job done. Leander closes his fingers over the coin.
Make a persuasion with advantage.
Ooh. I rolled. Leander's charisma is always bad. I just got an 11.
An 11?
An 11.
Okay.
He's probably having a hard time getting a bead on Leander's. What's the problem here?
He walks up to... He kind of looks back and forth for a second. Walks up to you. Well, my friend. He puts an arm around your shoulder. I think I can find you a place that you'll like.
As his arm goes around my shoulder, Leander's hand instinctually covers where the part of his belt pouch where his coins are located.
Okay.
Then lead the way, my friend. Leander's balefires seem to flash in their sockets for a moment.
The man doesn't seem perturbed. All right.
Good, that means I've got the correct man for this.
Follow me. And he starts heading off down the street.
Camden waits for Leander to get a couple of steps ahead of him, and then pushes off the wall and follows.
You guys wind your way through a couple of different streets and side passages. Damn it, Victoria.
What's she doing? No,
Spice?
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 You spice?
Spice?
Do spice. It's a critical role joke. Like,
Skooma.
Scanlan went hunting for drugs, like, real sketchily, and it just reminded me of that.
Fucking Christ. Anyway.
It's, like, in the... roughly, like, 2 episodes from where I am now.
Alright.
In the 70s.
He leads you into one street of shops. I want you guys to picture, you know Diagon Alley, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
Nocturne?
You know Nocturne Alley?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Woo!
You can actually go there in Universal.
No one cares, you shill.
Yeah!
I care.
Shut up, lol. You work for Disney still.
Don't call people that. That's mean. Straight up blood.
I am almost as much Harry Potter as you are.
Okay. Spells are gonna start getting thrown, and I'm in the middle. So 1 second. Okay, now go ahead.
Yeah, guys, it's all fun and games until somebody gets cursed, okay? let's just be cool, calm down.
Lol, be cool.
Be cool.
Wait, is his
Alright, yeah, he leads us into a Nocturne Alley type area.
Alright.
pretty?
And he leads you over and he heads over to one tavern.
What time of day is it?
What's that?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm just trying to picture what time of day it is. Is it like sunset?
It's around dinner time right now.
Good. A shifty time of day.
Cowboy, it should be high noon.
It's not high noon.
Damn it.
It's the opposite. Well, it's not the opposite of high noon. It's midway between between high noon and the opposite of high noon.
It's early evening.
I'm not going to say it, but the sun's really high.
Favorite line, sorry. More critical role, dude.
Oh my, Jeff.
The sign reads the leaky vial on the top of this tavern.
The leaky vial.
And
I like
the
that.
picture there is a relatively benign-looking potion vial. The color of the liquid within the potion, though, as it's leaking out drop by drop, is a bit of a sickly greenish yellow. He leads you in. It's not very loud as far as taverns go. There's people, there's talking, there's discussions being had, but this isn't a people uproariously laughing and telling jokes and sharing in drinks type of tavern. This is a solemn, maybe you come here for information tavern.
We're sad people, Tavern.
We don't have the nice things.
This is a fine place, but you'll want to keep yourself, you'll want to keep everything in your pockets nice and tight. If you catch what I mean.
Thank you for your assistance, my good sir. Leander's going to flip him the gold coin.
He snatches it out of the air, does one of his own, flipping the coin between his fingers as he does so, and swiftly slips it into a pocket.
Looking awesome.
Then he tilts his hat at you, tilts his hat at Camden.
Camden holds his arm out for a moment as the man kind of goes past him.
He stops suddenly.
Camden offers him another gold, and what an interesting night it was for you to not see anybody enter.
There's a lot of people I don't see. As he takes the coin from you, a blood hunter ain't no different.
And if I may, Camden,
Camden just lifts his hat.
has the
so his
guy left
eyes
our
meet.
company yet?
Yes, he's walked off.
By slipping him a coin, you've just informed him that we are now interesting of note. I dare say it will have quite the opposite of your desired effect. Within the hour, half of the thieves in this area will know exactly what we're doing in here.
Camden just slowly turns his stoic face to a bit of a grin. I thought you wanted information. Sometimes the best way to smoke someone out is to let them know you're there.
Yes, but I don't exactly have quite the easiest past in this city. But I suppose it's hardly a detriment to us if the underworld knows of our presence.
Camden bows his head a little bit like he understands.
Can Leander go to any fucking city?
Really,
That's
just
an
as a
excellent
comment.
question.
Well, you didn't dig up a woman
There's
in
a couple
that.
cities I've never been to.
You're sure?
On paper.
People and everything.
Everywhere we go, I can't go in there.
I'm like
Don't you
400. You think I wouldn't have been around?
Alright, it's fair.
There are a lot of bodies to dig up in a lot of cities, okay? A lot of good books that I need, and a lot of dead people that have them.
Oh my god.
Bad
That sounds
sakes.
familiar.
Alright, you guys head in. No one gestures you to a table or finds you a seat. You find a seat on your own. Where do you guys want to go? Where do you guys want to sit? It's not a very large establishment. It's pretty much one large room. A couple different tables scattered around. You can see a bar set off in the far right corner. A door leading to the kitchen, as most taverns are set up in very similar ways.
Follow me, Camden. I have a better idea of what this is going to be done.
Alright, Camden follows Leander.
Needless to say, if you could keep your nature under wraps while we're in here, that would be for the best.
Here's some sunglasses.
Camden, shut up. Camden, slides his fingers along the rim of his hat, drawing it down a little bit and giving a curt nod to Leander.
Leander's going to head for a corner booth, whether it's occupied or not.
Well, fortunately, there is a corner booth that is not occupied.
I want to go to the one that's occupied. I want to take something.
You're
All
not a
right.
good person.
Leander's going to take a seat before drawing his dagger and just sort of leaving it jammed in the table, preferably
Okay.
between the boards rather than actually stabbing the thing in.
We'll make an attack with your dagger.
1.
Against
It's a
a
game.
table.
Basically.
Make
Make
a
an
roll
attack
for
with your dagger.
vandalism.
Oh god, this is like rolling to walk upstairs. Every time I do it, something bad's gonna happen.
I don't make you
in
roll
real
to
life,
walk
I would fail
upstairs.
in that.
No, I'm making a joke. It's like one of those things, like you roll to tie your shoes, and naturally you get a 1 and like fall on your face.
Oh, yeah.
My life?
A summary of how clumsy I really am.
Yeah.
16.
16?
Do I
Alright.
stab the table?
You flip your dagger, you pull your dagger out, flip it, stab straight down. It does slide cleanly right between a gap in the boards and quivers there.
Camden,
mimic didn't
anyone who
like
approaches anyone who approaches the table talks to you first.
What am I, your bodyguard now? Camden says, slowly tilting his head towards Leander.
Leander chuckles darkly to himself. Something like that. In the meantime, keep your ears open. If no one attempts to approach our table, soon you or I will go to try and buy a drink.
As you say this, a large man shuffles over. Looks at the both of you. Yeah.
Ew.
2 drinks. Camden holds up the 2 fingers for him.
Yeah.
What do you got?
He just kind of like rolls his eyes at you. We got beer. We got ale. We got mead. We got some stronger stuff.
2 of the stronger stuff.
He kind of grunts at you and shuffles off back towards behind the counter, pulling out a large bottle of reddish-brown liquid.
While he's doing that, I'm going to make just a general perception check to see if I can overhear anything of interest.
Okay.
Not the best roll, but Leander's typically pretty good at this. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's a 20.
A 20? Okay.
It's a 20.
Alright. As you wait and you start listening around, he comes by quickly and drops off 2 glasses filled with this reddish-brown liquid by you and then walks off. You see that there are two men sitting not too far away from you guys. One's leaned really far back in his chair, barely holding on to his mug. The other one's leaning in a little bit more, kind of nursing his cup. And you can just barely make out what they're saying to each other. I'm telling you, mate. Birdscoff is Walker. He thinks he knows what's going on all the time, and I think he's losing his marbles.
I know they're whispering, but just because I'm on the other side of the computer.
I should probably stage whisper.
I heard it fine.
I'm telling you, mate. Bert's losing his marbles. Always thinks he knows what's going on in the world. Always thinks there's some great conspiracy to tear him away from his home because he's the great one or something like that. Going on all this time about robbers and thieves. It was probably just a fox anyway. You know how it is. Bert barely takes care of his animals. I'd say it's just as likely one of them just shot out the gate. Probably left it open. Yeah, probably did. Fucking fool.
Are they talking about goats?
Probably.
Conspiracy theorists are often a splendid source of information. I wonder if this Bert is with us.
I can ask around if you're
No,
going to just sit
let us listen for a while longer. And I want to see if that gold seed you have sown bears any fruit.
Camden lounges back a bit more. Then now we wait.
Soon enough, someone may come to find us. Are you all right? If he sells us to the wrong people, are you all right in fighting the authorities?
What are they going to do?
I'll kill them if I have to, but I would prefer to incapacitate them or otherwise convince them to leave us alone.
We incapacitate. You know my rule with the law.
When it's convenient for you. But I believe that as we are on work with your order, we may be alright. He didn't seem like the type of man to sell us out to that particular type, though. I expect we may soon learn which crime boss of note might be in charge of this area. And that would be, like striking gold in one of your human minds.
I'd like both of you to please make a series of perception checks. I want you to make one perception check for every...
I'm already excited.
I'm going to say one perception check for every 10 minutes you intend on sticking around here.
Alright. I say I'm good for 40.
40 minutes? Yeah,
Yeah.
after 40 minutes, we'll try our luck at the bar and see if we can get any more information. I got a 40 minutes, so I got a 23 for the first 10, 22, 26, and holy shit, a 31.
Okay.
Okay. 20 for the first 10. 9 for the second. 7 for the third.
Cannon don't do shit.
I'm slowly dozing off here. 4 for the last. Just progressively getting more and more bored.
Yeah, Leander's only pretending to drink, and Camden's like hammered out of his mind. Dwarven ale? I think it's dwarven.
Is that from the alcohol?
Alright.
No, probably not. Camden just probably got bored.
While you guys are waiting and, kind of listening to conversations, we're going to cut back to the other three.
What are we doing?
It's a good question. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, is dinner done?
Pizzastra has been standing there watching you eat the entire time.
Oh, that's so creepy. But it's nice he's attending to them.
Are we done?
Can we finish the pizza?
Did you intend on finishing the pizza?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
free
then-
food. Fuck yeah.
Then after a while passes, the pizza is completely eaten.
I mean, Eva tried to eat the whole thing in one bite.
Yeah,
so.
right.
That's true.
I mean, I do that in real life too. It's bad.
Just roll it up, you know.
Make a taco out of it.
Partway through the
great
meal,
idea.
Nova, you felt something on your right shoulder. You turned to look. Nothing was there. You looked back. One of the slices is gone, and Nova's under the table. Just
Cheese is bad for dogs, though.
yeah, but he's a fucking wolf.
Alright, whatever.
Is no one else surprised though that the wolf gets... Never mind.
The wolf tapped my shoulder.
poop in the
No.
tea.
He
that's
rolled
fine.
acceptably on his constitution.
He's my baby.
No diarrhea.
No.
Good.
He also rolled like a 20 on a
I thought
stealth
you said
check.
constipation check, and I was like, "There's a check for that."
For a dog.
Oh,
There
of
can
course,
be.
that's how somebody rolls a critical shit.
So,
I really enjoyed that.
so if we're done with the meal
What do you do?
and we're done with Pizzashra, I guess. I mean,
You're done with him? Just like...
Just kill him, you know.
yeah, you know.
Pizzashra takes the shield as you guys finish the pizza, which is it's an old shitty
Oh
shield.
god, that's
but
why he has it.
functions pretty effectively as like a pizza serving tray.
Pizzashra hopes it was enjoyable.
It
was.
was.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You will tell others of Pizzashra's restaurant.
Absolutely.
Of course.
His eyes light up.
I'm gonna write that down.
Tell other people
Yeah.
about this pizza place. Make note to tell everyone.
He goes and disappears into the kitchen.
Where can we hide payment for this pizza?
Good question.
Is there like a counter spot in a corner that like I could just kind of?
Honestly, I could just try to slip it into his pocket as we leave.
There's no restaurant or anything. There's no register or anything. And the bar is literally just a slab
How much
of
do you want to
wood.
leave it?
I just thought, oh yeah, I don't charge anybody. It's just like, what are you doing?
I don't know. I imagine if I slip a lot in there, he'd feel it.
Yeah.
I don't know, if he doesn't charge people, I imagine he'd have more customers.
The DC will get higher.
I'll slip 5 coins in his pocket.
Okay.
5 gold.
We get platinum.
Do you?
I do. I have a shit ton of platinum. Talia's loaded.
I only have what I got from our bounty.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Pizzashra comes
too.
back out with another plank, holding what appears to be a bunch of rags on it. And when he gets down, he places it in front of you and
They're
hands
warm
out
towels.
some very hot. I mean, they're supposed to be towels. They're
Yeah.
relatively clean rags.
Dude, you are so cool.
Thank you so much. Are you sure we can't pay you for this?
Pizzashra refuses. You saved Pizzashra's life. Pizzashra owes you at least this much.
Can we help you at least to get your restaurant going?
Spread the word of Pizzashra's wonderful restaurant. This is all Pizzashra needs.
Is it the rusty clutch or the resting clutch?
The resting clutch.
Resting.
Rusty.
Am I okay at sleight of hand? I'm okay at sleight of hand.
I'm pretty good at sleight of hand.
Like what?
+6.
If you all do it at the same time.
One of us might get it, although I'm not paying
Okay,
that.
so
you distract him.
Hey, look at me!
Do you want to give me a platinum?
I'm gonna pass you 5 platinum into it.
5
when he
platinum?
leaves. Yeah.
Okay.
I have 490 platinum.
All
I'm
right.
gonna give you some too.
5
How
platinum.
much you wanna
Dude
give
could buy like actual livestock for this place.
That's what I'm saying.
it's
That's
true,
why
yeah.
I'm like, we want to help.
Yeah,
him.
because platinum would actually be like we could put more in his pocket and without him
fine.
I'll
noticing.
tell you what, a single platinum is more than most farmers see in a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Then cool. Okay.
You just come back, he's got like a 3-story like
Gold restaurant.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright,
do
well,
you guys
wait-
want to slip
wait
something
till
to
he
me
leaves.
first?
Wait till he leaves.
Wait till he leaves.
Like, wait till he takes the towels back.
Cool. Well, we
How do you say his name? Pizzashra?
Pizzashra.
Pizzashra, do you by chance have anything that we could maybe take some boar back or some of the what did you call it?
Pizza.
Pizza for the boys who were unable to make it.
So boys.
Pizzashra thinks he
boys.
could whip up another.
That'd be fantastic. Thank you.
He just nods and turns to head back into the kitchen.
Cool. He goes, yeah, and I
I'm gonna
take
pass 5 platinum pieces. Please get this in his pocket.
Okay. We'll do that.
Right. He's gone for a little while.
I need the pen because I need to mark that. There we go.
Victoria, you work in a pizza place. How long does a pizza take to make?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Did you pass me anything?
How much can I
Depends on
do?
how busy we are. If we're not busy,
I
it's
don't
only
know.
10 minutes.
He has no customer.
It takes 5.
He's gone for a good 15.
Due to negative customers, the pizza's done instantly.
Anybody who owns or works at a pizza place that is currently listening, this is your expectation.
Just saying, Monto's gonna make it in 10 minutes. Just saying.
Think about all the angry pizza-related comments we're gonna have after this.
Just saying, the order that we put in, it was an hour wait at the time. So that's why I was like running out the door and like trying to get his out.
You did very well.
After 15 minutes passes, he comes back with a bundle in his hands. It looks like basically like wax paper or paper of some kind. He probably cut the pizza into some slices and then bundled that together with some twine and everything. It's still very warm as he hands it to. He takes
my
it.
idea. Thank you, because you need to have
Yeah,
your hands free.
exactly.
Thank you, the boys.
And then,
someone has to help them.
and then we
He
say,
just rolled his eyes.
I say,
Oh boy.
thank you so much for your hospitality, Pizdashra. It was delicious. And we may be back. You never know. But we will tell everybody about your wonderful pizza.
Please do.
Zashra's pizza.
Always free to your group.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Please spread the word.
We
Yes.
will, of course.
He goes over to the door and holds it open for you, and does sort of a bow. You think it's a bow. He leans his head down a little bit, his head crest folding down
that's
to his
cute.
skull.
As he's looking at the floor, can I drop it? Try to
Make
drop it
a
in
sleight
there?
of hand check.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh, jeez.
That didn't even.
A 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
As
I
you-
distract him?
As you go to slide, no. As you go to slide the coins in, unless you have inspiration in you.
I do actually.
Well.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Love of God.
So
I know,
excited.
really.
We have to help him.
20! Whoa! 26! 26. That's like...
As you head out the door, you pat him on the back, go, "Thanks, Ash." And as you slide your hand away, you expertly maneuver the coins so that almost of their own accord, they just slide into the pocket of his apron.
Nice. So that's 10 platinum and 5 gold.
Okay.
I
make
just
a note of
imagined
that.
coins being in the
Who else
middle.
gave you more platinum?
I did.
Like
Oh,
a
you
little
did button too.
stealthy
I
coin
just
waterfall.
imagined gold. I just imagined like gold and platinum being like Binks's paws and just doing that.
I just love the imagery. Just and they make no noise. Just like sliding on the smock.
Here we go.
That Zashra has some money.
He's just gonna like do his laundry and it's gonna get ruined.
You said 10 platinum
5 gold.
and 5 gold. So 105 gold pieces. That's a lot, guys.
Yes.
We're really
Doing good by
nice
him.
people.
I like to help people.
He's gonna like find this 2 days later. Just be
Son of a bitch!
He doesn't know it came from us.
oh he'll know.
And you guys head out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should
The
we try and
dude
find him?
follows us for the rest of our adventure, trying to return that money.
Trying to give us change.
Nova, can you somehow smell and find Camden and Leander? I was gonna call
You
them.
may be able to track as well.
But they didn't come anywhere near this way.
True. But we do know that we all split up by the magic shop.
You also knew that we were going to the chapel to meet
Nova
Lordman.
also needs to be able to know what their smells are by now.
I know, that's why I kind of figured Nova has spent enough time with them at this point.
Old Spice.
Does Camden wear
What do
Old
you guys
Spice?
do?
So we should at least walk back to the magic shop to see if we can track them.
Sure.
Well, you guys thought we were going to the chapel, right? You could check there.
They've got their logic. They're gonna try to track you.
I'm a better leader than a drunk man. So.
Oh, what if they find that creepy alley man and think he isn't up to no good?
No, those are my
We come out and they're killing him. What the hell are you guys doing?
He was a bad man.
And we looted 2 gold coins off of him.
I almost spelled you guys off this man.
You know what? We'll take those.
What you do to Camden? Oh my god!
Okay,
Alright.
so say we...
Soon enough, you guys find your way back at the alchemist's shop. Waits wonders, emblazoned over the door.
Alright, so I'll look to see if I can find their footprints, I guess.
All right, that is a survival check.
20.
20 total.
Not
Right,
natural.
you find plenty of tracks, but there are hundreds upon thousands of
Yeah, I have a
individual
feeling.
tracks crisscrossing every which way. There is almost no way to tell whose is the ones you're looking for and whose aren't.
Nova?
Yeah, Nova, can you smell them?
Roll a perception check with advantage.
Nova, shit. Yeah, I have it organized.
Okay, Laura.
Laura's my idol, so that's fine by me.
Have you ever there was one time Matt couldn't remember a character NPC's name, so 5 of them pulled out binders.
Yes,
and
yes,
flipping through.
and Sam found it.
Yeah, Sam
Right there.
found it.
Oh,
Well, with advantage, with advantage.
that's...
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20
What's
for
the
Nova.
total?
What's perception?
That would be intelligence.
It should be listed right there. What his
I know, I might just be missing.
No, that's wisdom.
underneath, around
Perception.
where yes,
Passive perception. Perception. Okay, so that's a 24 for Nova.
24. Okay.
He's also he's stealthy as shit. +6 and stuff. Or...
Nova.
Lol, I think we're gonna get found. Quick, hide the bodies.
Yeah.
Tries sniffing around. He looks at you a little bit, whining a little, but goes back down to the ground. And he starts walking off. You follow him. There are people looking at you guys because a wolf is weird to have around the city. You've already learned that.
Yeah.
But at this point, probably some words gotten around, especially between the guards, that there's someone with a wolf in the city, and the wolf is not violent as far as we can tell.
I believe
Just
he
a
did nice
different
little
wolf.
tricks last time. You should be more concerned. Or was that another town?
Although you didn't make the best impression with the guards, at least no one's running up and trying to arrest you.
Okay. You on the mini fridge.
That's right, listeners at home. We have a mini fridge.
We have too many fridges.
You don't want to know anything.
Well, we're in a studio. We're in a studio. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yes! And like
Just like
a
the Wicked Aeramis
professional
studio.
recording place with fountains and
Great
a limo
Eventually,
driver.
Nova leads you over to an alleyway, and almost directly up to what looks to be a man standing up against a wall in the alleyway, hat down, covering his eyes.
Oh my god, what if he sells us out to our own fucking party?
oh my gosh!
Then I'm gonna want that fucking gold back.
Yeah, and we're gonna find him and break his kneecaps.
Wow. Whoa. All right. So Nova goes up to him.
Yes.
Oh,
And the man kind of looks down, slowly looks up towards you guys coming towards you.
the drunk one or the cowboy?
He uncrosses his arms like he's going to bolt because there's a wolf standing in front of him.
Excuse me, sir. We're looking for 2 of our companions. By chance, seen a man with a very strange mask, and the other one with a lot of gauntlets.
He gets a little more
A
comfortable.
lot of
I'm
gods.
sorry, with gauntlets.
He leans back against the wall, but then kind of shuffles about 6 inches further away from Nova, and then repositions back against the wall.
One looks like rabbit folk, and one looks like he has red eyes.
Who's asking?
Oh my god, you earned your gold, you son of a bitch.
How do we?
He's just seeing how much gold
I
he
could
can
think.
get for
Who's
it.
asking?
Wait, say that again, lol?
I said, no, the dude hasn't earned his gold. He's just trying to see how much they're going to be willing to pay him for it.
Oh, I know. Well, is it obvious? The blood hunters are asking.
Uh-oh.
He looks at you.
Oh, he might tell
Blood
them
on
nothing
his
now. We might have this.
You ain't no blood hunter.
No? How do you know that?
Was this man Southern when
You
we
don't
talked to him?
got the badge of office, for one.
Well, and then I look at him and I say, "Oh yeah," and then I show him something.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Show him something?
Because
Because he doesn't know what it is.
Oh, you have a secret!
Well, that is a nice penis, but I need to see some identification.
Yeah, that's a 3.
A 3?
Didn't work.
You said you said persuasion?
Persuasion.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at my perception.
Let's roll stick.
Yeah, no way. That's a 10, but it's
A 10?
yeah.
He shifts a little bit in his position. And what do you need?
I'm just looking for my companion.
He doesn't say anything for a while.
God damn it, you hold firm, you motherfucker.
If this dude sells us out to a 10, I'm coming back here.
I stare at him, I say, do you need another look? With like a very stern face.
You can make an intimidation check if you'd like. I'll give you advantage on that.
Alright. Let's see. Okay. 14.
14.
And I do not want no trouble.
Oh! Okay. I don't want no trouble with the order. Alright. Your friend went off to a tavern. I can take you there.
Yes, please. I think there's a gold piece in it for you as well.
He unhooks his arms and gestures with his head and starts heading off.
James, I'm going to text you a very
I will
hilarious
follow.
prediction. I have a thought of what might be about to happen, and if it happens, I'm going to go, oh...
As you guys are walking off, he kind of falls in line slightly next to you, but still slightly in front, so he's still leading. You don't look like any blood hunter I've seen before.
I don't think anybody's seen a blood hunter like me before.
Must be an advantage.
It's kind of a curse.
Aren't all blood hunters cursed? That's what I've heard.
Not when you can hide as well as I can.
Tally was like watching you, like trying to figure out if you're bullshitting or not, and trying to figure it out.
You still don't get a good look at his eyes, but you think you see some teeth show as he kind of smiles a little bit.
Can I insight check him to see if he's lying or not?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure he's lying, but I just want to know.
Let me. What's your insight roll?
You're gonna roll for me?
And what's your deception roll?
My deception? Should I roll deception? or-
No, I'm going to roll your deception.
My deception is plus 10.
Okay.
Fuck you! How?
Okay.
My insight is only +1.
He's clever as fuck.
So I can tell he's lying to his teeth.
Yeah. He's.
How?
Or at least he's got some half-truths
Yeah.
floating through there,
Okay.
which is the best way to lie.
Okay.
Come on, random alleyway scumbag. We're rooting for you.
I'm just gonna walk and like hold my pouches.
I love
You're holding your pouches.
I'm just like, don't you find us?
So Ava's walking around like a cowboy holding her pouches.
I'm holding my pouches.
That's how she knows how to walk around, right?
I totally have pants still, so.
Some time's gonna pass during all this.
Yeah.
So you guys ate. Alright, we'll jump back to James and Lowell.
Hey, Leander.
So,
You have a weird feeling we just got sold out.
you guys needed to get 5 successes before you got 3 failures.
If he sells us out, I'll kill him.
Luckily, I was counting Lowell's attempts first.
Because Camden sucks.
This suck.
So you got 5 and 2.
Nice.
Grats.
Thanks.
Alright.
Good job.
You guys...
You need a sticker.
Do you guys drink, by the way?
Did you say we get a sticker? I want a sticker.
Camden has been sipping, but he knows well enough to not get drunk in a place where you can get
I want you to make a constitution check, my friend.
Okay.
Leander's smart enough not to touch it.
Camden's drunk off his ass!
Either that or he's
Honey,
just
that
been
was a
drugged.
natural 1.
That would be a 4. I'm gonna use inspiration.
Oh,
You know what? You know, like you guys.
But you saw us huge waste.
That's much better.
21.
It's so funny though.
That's so much better.
This was
Blood
some
on
good.
the
This was
trunk.
some good liquor. You barely managed to not be drunk.
What would have happened if he was drunk?
You felt a horse kick you in the teeth. You were okay.
Liquor is a poison. So he would have been poisoned.
He's doing the air.
And I would have required him to be drunk while we roleplay.
He doesn't know how to do that. That'd be fantastic.
He's seen movies. And other things.
Novelizations. Put it back.
Why do I have the weirdest feeling our shifter is showing someone his dick?
Kevin slowly looks up from his drink and slowly turns to look at Leander.
Well, that's
that
interesting.
that wasn't really in character.
No.
That's interesting. I ain't never seen a bob on a penis before.
Oh, that poor random alley man.
Have barbs.
Cats do.
If you don't sell us out, I'm recruiting him
That's
as our henchman.
racist. Jeez.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, we're back. Okay. Leander.
You got... So, over the 40 minutes that pass, you guys get a couple of words tossed around the tavern. You think you hear about someone talking about how they've been unfaithful to their husband. You think you hear another woman talk about how she's made a man unfaithful to his wife. And at one point, an individual comes into the bar and sits down at the actual bar. But after about 5 or 6 minutes, he looks over at you guys, picks up his drink, comes over and sits down at the table with you.
Now, what brings you over to our table here, stranger?
I have a feeling I know people who are looking for information when I see it. The man's got auburn brown hair, relatively long, comes down to around his eyes. Bit of a stubble on the chin. Looks relatively thin. He's not a very strongly built man. And the clothes he's wearing is relatively simple. What does a blood hunter and a masked individual have at this tavern today?
Did you ask us what business we have here?
Yeah.
I thought you said you were looking to give us information, not gather some yourself.
I didn't say anything.
No, suppose you haven't. Camden just lifts his hat just a little bit to reveal his red eyes to the man.
Leander is just leaning back casually. Think, you know when Han Solo is like talking to Greedo and he's just sort of got his arms back? Leander's just leaning back like that, keeping his eyes fixed on the man.
I know about your trade. That's what you call it, don't you? Your trade. Your job.
Camden gives the man a little motion of his gauntlet as if to say, continue.
I don't know specifically what you want. You looking for information about an individual? Are you looking for a hit? Are you looking for a contract? You can find those plenty out on the streets. They got them billboards up.
Perhaps you tell us something interesting, and we could make it worth your while.
He looks over at Leander.
Surely if you've sat down with us, you must have something interesting to say.
I make a business off of spreading my interesting stories around. What's in it for me?
A possible lucrative continuation of your business. As you said, I'm not here looking for a bounty or a hit. The Order's hunting something bigger these days.
Bigger?
If you tell us something interesting, we'll make it worth your while. But as you know, information is hardly ever free, from you or from us.
One of you make a persuasion, please.
Camden, you did.
Ah, shit.
I need like
walk in
magic
while
items that increase charisma or something. Mine's a 9.
Hold on a second, Victoria.
Mine's a -1.
Hell,
Mine's also
I'm
a
going-
-1. We're awful people.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Yep.
You both are working off of each other, so whoever wants to roll, get advantage.
Excellent. What are you doing? No, never mind. I just remembered your alcoholism roll. Oh wait,
I'm not drunk.
He's not drunk.
It was good. Do you want to do it or do
Yeah,
you
that's
want to do
good.
it?
He used his inspiration.
I use my inspiration to not get
yeah.
drunk.
If you haven't, you used inspiration to not be drunk.
Yes.
Okay.
This
Let's
is why
rock.
I don't usually let them go and
Jeff,
talk
pick one of us
to
at
people
random.
on their own.
Pick one of you.
Because they can't persuade
Yeah.
for shit.
Yeah, that'll be fair.
James is evens, Lowell is odd because Lowell is odd.
Lol's odd.
James, evens.
because-
All right,
Odd.
making the roll with advantage.
Not bad. Not good. So
13.
13.
13's not bad, or at least I don't think it is.
just curious.
Were you saying something really quickly, Victoria?
I was saying, are we gonna walk in while they're having this conversation?
Please don't.
You don't know yet.
I hope not.
Blow our cover. Pull out back.
I'm smarter than that, dipshit.
Blow our cover. This dude figured out you're a blood hunter. Although we should figure out how. We should figure out how he found out you're a blood hunter.
The red eyes.
Well, he had his hat down over his eyes. Do you have a seal on you?
In
In? Okay. Yes, that kind of seal.
13.
He narrows his eyes at you a little bit, like he's thinking. Okay. Well, say I tell you this. Used to be a little boy. I knew him. His name was Jared. Didn't have a family anymore. He disappeared some time back.
I don't know, you had this like really serious like look on your face.
Role playing.
A couple of days ago. Maybe about a week. Went missing.
Kids go missing all the time.
They do. You're right. But I've heard tell that this kid had been communicating with a individual by the name of Trekker.
Bounty out on that name.
Ain't there? Of course, Trekker's not in this city anymore.
I imagine not with his face plastered on wood.
He'd be an idiot to not leave. And Trekker may be... He may be out of his mind. But he's not an idiot. You know his wife is still here.
That's different.
Are you familiar with a man by the name of Bert?
Bert.
Sorry.
You're not talking about Bert who lives over out yonder the walls, are you? Bert the goat keeper.
That one.
My God! We were right!
Give me the bennies. Give me the
What?
bennies.
What?
Bert the goat keeper. Somebody been in me pen. We were right the whole time.
Because we have to show me.
Goat theft.
Oh wait, yeah, right.
I've
You're
seen
good.
it, yeah.
Who is it? We're
Oh,
gonna
speaking
show
of, this is that symbol.
What?
Oh, thank you.
What symbol? What?
Lol, if you go on the Geeks New England Facebook page, because it is thrown up on there,
Oh my God, yes.
and you go to our photos,
I'm framing it.
you'll see a picture that has a red sigil on it.
I can speak
I
giant.
feel like I've seen this man before. Is that weird?
Geeks New England Facebook
Is that
page?
somebody that we know? Wait, is that your eyebrow?
No.
What?
Jeff has a scar on his eyebrow.
Yeah, but my scar's over here, like, down near
No,
the...
it's the other side, but yeah.
I'm
yeah,
trying to find it. It's in pictures?
Yeah, go to our photos on Geeks New England. You see the photo of Cerceroon, right?
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Next to it. Anyone with information
He's got it.
pertaining to this sigil, come to the keep. And this is the same symbol? Who has this?
No, I just, I meant to give this out at the beginning, but I forgot, and I got reminded because you guys pulled out all the bounties.
Oh.
This is that symbol that Woadmane found and left the group over, and Camden discovered it as well when Talia
Does it say,
pointed out,
"Excuse me"?
let's go to another
Yeah, I just
bounty
went for the
board
board.
thing behind
Right
it.
here.
Oh, oh my god, the wanted goat thief. Something has been in my goat pen. I was still not made to pay for his ass
Well, I told him
scorns,
to bring it
and
up
old
so we
Betty
can see
brought
this.
back to me. Come see Bert outside the city walls, closest to the forest.
So yeah, that sigil,
Oh god.
Leander identified as looking giant in origin. The runes themselves are dwarvish, but that's kind of like the letters, which in giant reads the Molten King. I said Magma King last time. It's not Magma King. I didn't have my notes. I forgot. It's the Molten King.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, that has no bearing on this conversation.
Okay.
Back to the point at hand.
Bert.
Yeah, he mentioned the goat thief.
He mentioned Bert the Goat Keeper.
Goat keeper.
Have you heard
Ask him
anything in the wider world, perhaps?
In the water world?
Just curious. We've been out of the loop for a few days.
He kind of leans in a little bit, looking at both of you. Well, have you heard of the incident at Elcott?
I'm afraid not. Perhaps you could tell us.
Not many people know about this yet. The entire town was razed. Every single man, woman, and child. And I say raised with two definitions by what I've heard. Killed, destroyed, and brought back as foul things, haunting the minds now.
But who could have done such a thing?
Well, the few people in the know think it might have been, and he gestures towards Camden.
Blood hunters.
People suspect the blood hunters.
People don't.
Leander's eyes seem to flicker, clearly confused.
People don't. There's just talk amongst those few who know about the situation.
And what do you think?
I want you to roll a deception check for me, Lowell.
Ooh, Leander only got a 3.
Really wish we were in the room with this conversation at the same time. Like,
You guys need a thunder.
I think
Thunder.
I think you knew more about Elcott than you two are letting on.
You are perceptive, aren't you?
It's my job. But do I think the Blood Hunters did it? He looks like deep into your crimson eyes as he says this. No. No.
I know, but
I think that something else must have done this.
Tell me, where have these rumors that the Blood Hunters could behind this? Where have you been hearing this? I am curious.
Just talk, my friend. Just talk. Just people who don't trust those who dabble in necromantic magic. Blood powers. Blood hunters aren't well trusted, as I'm sure your compatriot here knows.
Camden betrays that with a small smile.
As I said, not many people are aware of what happened at Elcott. It's my business to find information. That's how I know.
And what is your business exactly?
As I said, information.
You mentioned Trekker's wife. Why? Suppose he goes back to her, or she goes to him?
I don't think she'll be going to him anytime soon.
Camden, I fail to see how a missing child, however tragic, may be of our concern.
You should go ask her if you're inclined to know more. I'm sure the guards know where she is. And I'm sure you won't have much of a problem getting in there to speak with her if you flash your shiny badge. Or is it very shiny? You don't look very old to me. But something about your eyes.
I think I still fail to see how this meeting would be worthwhile. A missing child sounds like a job for the Watch, not a blood hunter.
As do I not know the value behind this. And he drains his glass and stands up. I thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Camden nods his hat.
Really? Leander says as he's churning to go. As though we have time to go looking for every missing child in the city.
No, we don't.
Oh well, I suppose the night was not a total waste. Leander rips his dagger from the table. Come, the others are sure to be wandering after us by now.
At this point, you three get led down an alley into a seedier area of the city. And in fact, he walks you up to the doorway of a certain... excuse me. He walks you up to the doorway of a tavern.
Oh, I thought he was taking us to the wrong place. I was looking at about to be jumped. I could take him, but...
What did I call it before? The leaky flask? I don't even remember.
I texted James and I'm like, I bet you he's leading them to an ambush.
Was it the leaky flask?
The leaky
I was
vial.
like
The leaky vial, thank
I
you.
wrote it
I
down.
like that.
Excellent.
One of your eyes is really red right now. The other one. Yeah.
That's weird. It's not the one that had a hole in it.
Well, your friend's in here.
Thank you. I think we can take it from here.
As you go to walk off, he kind of puts a hand on your shoulder
Yep.
and makes a gesture. I may have shown you the way, Blood Hunter, but...
Oh no. I got you covered. Hand it to him.
What'd you hand him?
1 gold.
1 gold?
Yeah.
He looks at it, looks at you, kind of cocks his head like...
Bitch, please.
Dude's just put his life in some serious jeopardy for 1 gold, mother... I'm gonna get him.
And 1 copper.
If I come out of that door right now, I'm gonna hit him.
And I pat him on the shoulder. I go, nah, I'm just kidding. Another gold.
Look at his face.
He gives you like a sly like, alright.
Dude just made 3 gold.
I see you play games.
4 gold.
He pockets it and heads off.
That's the face I get when I see stupid stuff.
So me?
No, you're like...
That's the face she makes.
I make it.
Cool, so we go. Do we, like, just take a step into the bar and,
You
like...
do whatever the fuck you want,
They're
man.
just, like, already there. Yeah, I just... No, well, I mean, we're there, so we take a step in, I guess.
Yeah, we'll head in.
Alright. You guys head in. I've described the bar already.
Yeah.
To everyone.
Except this one is
As you do so,
crosswoman.
you see in the far corner a man get up from a table and leave. And sitting at this table appears to be Cam and Leander. Cam's doing his best to look inconspicuous. Leander's a fucking rabbit.
Those are horns, not rabbit ears, thank you.
Someday he's just going to impale someone like, do they look like fucking rabbit ears to you?
Rabbit folk.
Well, there was that one time. Oh, forget it.
Do we see the dagger in the table or no?
No,
You
I
see
was,
Leander
I was
rip the
plucking it out
dagger
as I
out.
was getting up.
Okay.
Yeah, you see Leander take the dagger out as they start to get up.
I'm just
So tempted to yell across the bar.
Hey guys!
Lee! Cam!
We probably shouldn't.
Cam Iron Hands!
Of the Order of the Mind! College,
Institute of the Mind.
Yeah, whatever.
The Order is the entire conglomerate of the 3 institutes.
Yeah.
I just casually just start walking over to them. Like we just like, oh, there you are.
Okay.
Characters and
Well,
affairs.
they
James
walk
is
over.
affairs.
I'm gonna kind of stay in the corner and watch the guy that was sitting with them.
Okay. Are you trying to be stealthy in the corner?
Yes,
Roll a stealthy check.
I got
please.
+7 in that, so hopefully I do okay.
Minus 20 because you have a wolf next to you.
He's just as stealthy as I am. Bitch.
He's a wolf!
Yes.
Yeah, that's 21.
21? Man. You see his eyes flick over where you are, but flick past and then flick back to the front. He did not see you. And he just keeps walking and heads out the door. He looks like a relatively average individual, auburn hair, kind of longer than most longer than like my hair, for example. Mm-hmm. I know no one at home can see my hair. Like a bowl cut, but a little more frizzy. Like not quite as thick. Relatively like average-ish clothes, taken care of to a good extent. Gray coat over it, and he heads out.
Being effective color. Nah, we'll stand apart.
Cam and Leander, there's a cat man standing next to you now.
No.
We were just planning to see. We were just planning to come and find you all.
Oh, good. Well, I guess we cut the middleman.
All done with your dinner?
All done with your conversations?
Can I kind of look around the room and see if there's anybody anybody that looks a little threatening?
Just trying to enjoy a drink with some of the locals.
18. Yeah. No. Yeah. No, what? No. 20.
20?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of peas there. Okay, I'm tired.
As far as threatening goes, no one really looks...
Anyone of interest?
Most of the people here seem like they're just seedy sorts of individuals who are probably in not high stations in life. There's a large man behind the bar who looks like he could probably hold his own in a fight. But other than that, it's not you don't look around and see assassin,
Yeah.
barbarian.
I'm just kind of like trying to keep an eye on the area around us.
That guy at the bar is totally strangling another person.
In fact, you just described us.
Well, there's a guy with giant metal gauntlets.
I'm just gonna kind of stay in my stealthy little corner and just keep an eye on everything.
Okay.
I also have the food for them, but they didn't eat them out.
Did you guys find anything?
Nothing of any note.
James' face right now.
Nothing of note, you say.
Come, let us be off.
Let me insight Leander on that one.
I'm not even going to roll deception. As far Leander considers himself telling the truth, he does not find a missing human child to be of any value.
That's true.
Yeah.
If a bunch of missing human kids were gone, okay, I'd look into that. But
Yeah, because that's a food shortage.
It's like this is a big city.
That was terrible. Fuck you. Get out.
Okay.
Pay your rent first.
Alright then I suppose the next question is, where would we like to go next now that we're all back together?
What time is it, God?
Right now, it's probably getting close to 7.
I also need to go and talk to Leander, but like back at wherever we're staying.
There's nothing for it then. I suppose we might as well settle in for the night.
That's what I was thinking.
Bears gotta sleep.
I'm going to take a quick loop around the chapel. Make sure Woadmane hasn't come back. From there, we'll meet at the inn.
Again, staying in the stealthy corner, just watching.
So this is to Abathon and, I guess, Thunder.
I want you to know I'm picturing this is Skyrim, and your stealthing is literally you're just in a half crouch. You're in the open. Like, you're just
Just
there.
like walking in a circle around somebody and like pickpocket keeps showing up. The word pickpocket keeps
Alright,
popping up.
okay, I'll go over to the table. Do you want any help with Woodmane? Are you good?
Camden,
I'm out of the darkness.
Camden blinks for a moment, realizing you were there.
I had to keep an eye on you guys. Make sure no one here was untrustworthy.
Well, if you want to talk to Leander, then maybe I should go to the chapel with Cam.
As long as someone who can maybe track moving.
I'm only going to check to see if he's there. I don't expect to.
The
make a
dwarf
full-blown
knows where to
manhunt.
find us, Camden.
Yeah, me too.
It won't take long. Camden says after a moment.
Nova does too. It's like his best friend.
I just expect to do a quick loop, like just like, he's
All right.
there. No, okay.
We
Alright,
should find
you
a
go
place
there.
to stay first.
Nope, he's not there.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna meet him back at the inn.
Okay,
Is this the same inn we were in before?
that's your choice.
The lighthearted. I don't know. I
Oh,
wasn't there.
I hope they're not going to the
We're not
line.
going.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean, they could.
That wasn't the inn that you were at.
They
before,
could.
so-
I mean,
Wow.
technically.
Victoria, would you like to sleep on the beds? The beds are safe, Victoria.
No, they're not.
We've checked.
They're not.
They're not wearing any little crowns.
They've been playing the long
Store your
con.
things in this chest, Victoria.
I hate you guys. Alright, so I guess are we close to the inn we were before?
No, you're a good like half an hour walking distance.
Let's find a seedy inn!
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh,
We're in
yeah.
a bad neighborhood.
Yeah, you're not in a very good neighborhood right now. The people around here, their heads are a little more on a swivel than most people's were. In
So
the
just
other
like
parts
bounty
of the
hunter territory, like lots of people who will like do anything for money.
city.
I
Potentially.
think this is where the bounty hunters would come to find their target.
Yeah, true. I'd rather go find somewhere else.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't want to push my luck.
So yeah, so then we find. Let's scope out outside of CD Town.
Did we notice an inn near where the alchemist is?
You can
That's true.
find one relatively quickly. That alchemist actually was not too far away from the Aleswell Tavern. Maybe 5 minutes walking distance. It's in the same general area.
That's not bad.
So if you wanted to go back to the Aleswell, that's perfectly.
I like its name.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Okay. You guys head back. Gifford is working the bar as he has been in the past.
We have to ask to pay it again.
Yeah, you have not given extended pay
Right.
for multiple stays.
Alright, am I the one who has to pay for this?
Camden approaches, and I've got gold.
Yeah, you go ahead and go pay for it. I paid for us to get in here last night.
Am I staying with somebody?
Yeah, you can
Right.
stay with us.
Oh my god, the cat and the wolf. Give them a room. Give them a room. Give them a room.
He is a person, you know.
I know, Nova's a nice guy.
I hate you.
I said what
Waiting
other
for
people were
Biggs to make
thinking.
it downstairs.
Just a reminder,
right.
whoever shares a room with me, I don't sleep.
Well, neither does Jen.
Yeah, we both meditate.
But I can't stare at her.
What are
Yeah,
you
I'm not-
meditating
Why
about?
don't we just get 2 rooms again? The boys in one and the girls in the other.
Okay.
Oh, good. You can get stared at.
Yeah, I guess so.
Unless you want your own room.
No, I can't afford my own room.
Camden's gonna front the money for.
Didn't you get money for the basilisks? Did you distribute that?
Yeah, I did. Didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you still can't afford your own room?
Well, I can afford my own room. I just
Didn't
don't
want to.
have a lot.
Camden's gonna front the money for
I'm still pretty poor.
Thunder to get his own room.
Really?
Yeah,
My own room?
yeah.
So you're not stared at by Leander.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So that's going to be okay.
When you sleep, do you crawl
So
in a
you
circle?
go up to Gifford, ask for 3 rooms.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
15 silver.
Okay, I'll pay 10 silver.
Huh?
I'm paying for 2 rooms.
Really? I'm giving him the other fucking silver. Thank you,
Either
Jen.
5 silver. Okay.
After he goes, I'll go to the counter and pay for it. No.
Yeah, my 2 rooms.
Asshole.
I've seen your group around
Go bite your head
once here. You'll be staying much longer.
Perhaps for another day.
Would you like to pay for that now?
Why don't we? I'm sure your friend will
Enough.
probably need a little more time.
Yes.
I'll pay another 10.
Excellent.
He hands you 3 keys.
Next time you need a
Do we need to pay more? Or,
No, I'll keep these room for you.
Jin, you don't have to pay more.
Oh, no, yeah,
I do.
more for... I thought you meant more beyond the... You're awful. You're fucking terrible.
I just didn't know if it was a discount for more days.
No.
I'm gonna go into the boys' room though and turn into a bear and just sit
Eat
there.
them? Good.
And no, just sit in the middle of the room and just knock the beds into the
Okay,
wall.
you guys have your rooms.
Okay, so Cam and Leander. Thunder, you have your own room?
She just turns into a bear and just trashes the place.
Leander.
You don't get your security deposit.
Talia kind of like walks up to Leander. Can I talk to you for a moment?
Of course.
Feel free to use the room, Leander. Camden sits down at the bar.
Okay.
I'm gonna go meditate.
Okay.
Alright, I guess we'll go back to that room.
I'll sit with Cam.
Okay.
I had a dream when we were all separated that I feel I need to talk to you about.
Are we in the separate room now?
Yes.
Alright. Leander takes a seat on whatever chair is available.
I'm still kind of like tense about it, so I'm not going to sit down. That masked person you were talking to was in it. I'm not even sure if it... For parts of it, it didn't even feel like a dream. But he was in a place that was familiar to me. And he was definitely trying to harm me. Is it possible that he could enter dreams?
Jeff, I'd like to roll what I remember about him in my studies.
Roll a history and I'll give you advantage.
Okay. I have a 22.
Okay. Cercerune, as you know from, all your studies, he is a sangromancer. He is a blood mage. That is his practice. That is what he's good at. That's what he would employ in battle. He has capacity to perform other spells, and he does as he sees fit. But for him, blood is life. And to wield life itself is the ultimate expression of power. He prefers to wield power, especially something so potent.
So-
Enchantments or divinations are not anything he ever really cared to dabble in. So in the same way that an abjuration wizard specializes in
I'm following you.
abjuration spells.
Like how I'm mostly necromancy, but I have other stuff.
Right. He can do other stuff. Entering dreams and manipulating dreams is not something you've ever read or known about him to really experiment with.
I do not find it likely. It was not his style.
Jeff, is there any way that I was able to tell if it was a nightmare or if it was a vision?
If what you are telling me before about your visions, do you believe it could be one of those? Something in the future or the here and now?
It's possible, but I can't be sure. It was just very strange, and
Do you remember any details of the stream?
we were in my hometown. He was in my house. A room that I'd been... My room. He came after me there. But I wasn't young. It wasn't a past thing. It was just...
Where is your hometown? Leander leans forward in the chair a bit.
It's a quiet place. It would make no sense for him.
Where
to go
is
there.
it, geographically? How close is it to Elcott?
Jeff.
Oh, yes.
I don't know this stuff.
God, the wonderful GPS.
Let's see. How best I can do this. I'm trying to do this in a way that Lowell can appreciate it as well. Lowell, can you go to our group's Facebook page, please?
I think I still have it up.
And then click on our header, which is that yet unfinished map of Aeramis.
Okay.
Okay. Victoria, Elcott, if you look at that map. Perfect. You see that really big mountain?
Yeah.
That's the pinnacle.
That's far.
That's the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Elcott is that dot right under it. Do you see that dot?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Your hometown is draw a line straight down and to the left through that red dotted line and keep going until you hit that lake.
I can see. I know my hometown. I can see it. I just don't know.
And then from that lake, you would go directly west until you hit that kind of rounded set of hills.
It's Foxbriar, if that helps.
That's
Just haven't told you yet.
Foxbriar.
Oh, I remember Foxbriar.
Foxbriar is there. Elcott is up there.
So it's far.
Where's the fox? Oh, I see it. I see it.
That is maybe... Let's see. That's maybe at a good 300 miles, if not more.
Oh, that is very far.
Yeah. My town is far away.
Is there anything of interest in your town? Do they have any mines?
No, just really farmlands.
And you're sure? Nothing that could have been a potential vault.
Roll a history check.
12.
Never heard of anything. The
No, I didn't get out much.
the forest to the west, that swampy area, and the forest even further west than that, it's not a place people venture into in your town. It's well known to be almost overrun with wisps. And people just generally try not to cut through there during the night.
Mm-hmm.
You could maybe bullshit a justification that, well, that's dangerous, but you've never heard of any underground vaults or hidden passages or...
So the closest things to home in the farmlands is a swamp, a forest, and a lake.
Vision.
The forests are full of wisps. No one goes in there.
Are your visions always literal? Could the home represent something?
No. I don't believe... No. It's... I think just seeing him there threw me off.
Do you remember any other details? Anything at all that might be important?
He was not who I expected to see at the door.
Obviously.
I'm just saying the dream was something familiar to me. Something I grew up handling, and it was not who I expected to see. I don't think that he'd be working with him, but...
Not what you were expecting to see. Were you expecting anyone else at the door?
Yes.
Who?
Do I admit that now?
I don't know, be careful about what you say even out of character.
I don't know. Talia kind of like rubs her shoulders, kind of thinking about it.
I hope you have it in mind that withholding information could, in this case, jeopardize your village.
I expected to see my father.
Why would you expect to see him?
Because he was usually the one who came to the door at that time.
And why was that?
I don't feel like that's something I need to answer.
It is precisely why you need to answer.
Things happen in that house I do not like to think about. It hasn't haunted my dreams in a long time. And then suddenly we see this man, and I end up back there again, and he's there. I just don't know if it means anything.
Leander seems to stare at the floorboards for a long moment.
I also don't want Foxbriar to go through what Elcott did.
It may be nothing. It may be that your dreams, given that they are so frequent and reoccurring, are simply being imprinted by your recent experiences. Human minds tend to be fragile in that regard. Do you think that is possible? Perhaps just a nightmare.
I can only hope so. It's hard to tell sometimes. Seeing him is... Last time I saw him, there was a lot of death.
Your father?
No. Well, no. No. There was just... that... What the hell was his name?
Cersei.
Thank you! No, Cersei room.
I dare say it wasn't a positive experience for myself either. Perhaps you should keep an open mind while you sleep.
Alright.
Invite intrusion.
I'll let you know if he appears again.
Thank you for sharing this with me, Talia. I will make a note of everything you've said. Was the
How did he know you?
He recognized my face.
Your face or your mask?
Leander seems almost to chuckle darkly for a moment. Aren't they the same? Without looking back up, he sort of swerves in the chair towards the table and begins scratching on some parchment with his ink.
Alright. Well, good night then. Thank you for listening.
Good night, Talia.
Talia's gonna leave the room.
Okay, you leave the room. There's a mimic outside. Roll initiative.
Fuck you!
I like how you grabbed dice.
Wait a
too,
second.
already.
No.
It's mimics!
What's the door?
The whole inn is mimics!
Guys.
Ooh, that's a good idea for an encounter.
Really wet.
We just go to the next inn? I don't want to go.
I need to go to sleep anyways. I've got really low HP right now.
Still.
I figured we were going to bed at some point, so I wasn't gonna worry about it.
Okay.
Nova and I are kind of on the half.
While you and Thunder are downstairs, Camden, you did notice Kudirk, that half-orc, is sitting at a table eating his meal, but you can see his heart's not in it. That's all.
You guys want me to be racist again?
Oh! My character likes being racist, but usually just against humans. And dwarves and lizard
You
folk.
noticed. Alright. Anyone else want to have any conversations tonight?
I'm sleeping.
Oh, remember, Camden.
Ava's actively meditating and sleeping.
Remember, Camden, you said
Sleeping.
we were going to talk about your gloves tonight.
Perhaps.
Maybe the next night.
Oh, you're not sleeping until I find out.
I just imagine. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. He's poking him.
Leander's just got a stick. We need to know.
Alright. After a while, Camden doesn't really say much while he's downstairs with you, Thunder.
I feel like Thunder talks a lot, though.
Yeah, exactly. Camden touches a little bit upon his time as a blood hunter, maybe a story or two. You have heard the story of Cometfell, right? Like, in the podcast?
I must have at one point, but I don't remember.
Yeah. So I guess he like.
Oh,
he
yeah.
He tells you like that story, embellishes a little.
I really want to. I really want to hear Thunder drinking with you.
Yeah.
I can think of nothing more entertaining at the moment.
All right then.
Go.
Well, all right.
Go?
Yes.
Thunder doesn't drink much, but he will have something. I mostly like to talk about my fam.
My
I love
fam.
my family.
Okay.
So you could ask him about the group of us now that we're not around.
That's true. It's like I met you guys. I met them yesterday, right? It's only been like
You met them yesterday, yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
back to
really?
Toronto?
Yep.
This is what happens when we don't play for like a month. It seems like a lot of time has passed.
Yeah.
no wait. Did I meet him like this morning? Actually, I met everybody this morning.
Wow, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
It was this morning.
Yeah, because yeah.
Right.
Wow, cool.
Guys, it's been at least 8 years in game, right? It's been 30 minutes.
Okay.
So then you have to tell me about. I don't know. What do I want to know? Because
You know what? Let's play it out.
Okay.
What do you want to ask him?
Yeah,
Let's see.
role play it.
You know.
Where to start?
I feel like Camden like takes hold of his drink a bit, gives it downs a little bit of it, and then looks to you expectingly, knowing that it's Thunder, and Thunder probably has a lot to say.
Haven't you had enough tonight?
No.
So I guess I don't even know how long you guys have been together for. How long have you all known each other for?
2 days.
What? You can't deceive the deceiver.
No, a week.
No, we all met beforehand. Or like before we started, kind
month
of.
or
I think
two?
I found you guys.
How long it's been since
I've known you for like a
known each
year.
other?
Yeah. Well, Leander and Camden have been together for
I
a
mean,
while.
I'll be honest, I kind of
Year.
regret just
Year.
kind of jumping forward like that and being like, oh, you guys are together, blah.
We should do a prequel.
Fuck no. You don't get through enough of this story.
Yeah, and we all know that prequels invite Jar Jar.
But then we can end him.
You guys have probably been together for a couple of weeks.
Okay, and then Leander and Camden
Maybe
have been
a
together
month. Maybe a month. Yeah, you and Leander maybe a year or so.
a year or two.
Yeah.
Cool.
Something.
Okay. Well, Leander and I have been together for a year or two. The rest of us, however, in present company, have all been together for about a month, you said?
Month-ish.
Month-ish. About a month.
So around
or
a month.
About a month or so, yes.
Huh. Do you run into people like me a lot who just kind of tag along for a while?
Camden looks you up and down real quick. Takes another sip. We met Ava and Talia while doing a mission. Killing an ogre. Took my favorite hat.
Really?
Woadmane came a little after.
That's right. I've only seen him. I've never actually talked to him.
He's a good dwarf. You'd like him.
I would like him. All right.
He'll be missed.
Woadmane.
Tell me, do you usually run into groups and attach yourselves to them while on your little exodus from your home?
I do like making friends. Now, however long I stay with those friends is different every time. So I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people who want to hurt me. But that's a different story, I suppose.
What?
Don't tell me you have bounties on your head.
No
Camden
bounties.
gives a little chuckle to that.
No bounties. Just the bad guys. And I'm smiling as I say it because I like them so much. I don't know.
I pressed
What?
the button by mistake.
No.
Oh my god.
me see.
That was a koala, by the way.
Remind me not to piss one of those things off. That sounded terrifying.
There's one of them in the bar right now.
No, it's an
That's just
owlbear.
me.
So I know I always, it's kind of odd, but when you're in this lifestyle, it's kind of a touchy subject, about families and whatnot. I've had my family around for a while, and I love them very much, but I don't see much of a family aspect around.
Mine are either dead or gone.
So you don't even know.
Don't even know. For as long as I can remember, I have been an orphan. My master found me when I was trying to loot his room at an inn.
That sounds fun.
He caught me halfway out the window. Had me by my ankle. But of course I had his coin purse.
Well, were you good at sneaking around when you were younger?
Then, yes.
Now?
Not so
Clank,
much.
clank, clank, clank.
Hi, Mike.
That's my favorite story.
Not so much. And definitely not of the deft hands. Camden gives a bit of a gesture with one of his gauntlets.
Yeah, you would suck at sleight of hand.
And it's gone! It's like...
Don't worry, I'll just pick his pocket. Clank!
And I picture like,
No, it's easy to pick
somebody
pockets
got
where you just
WD-40.
punch him and then just...
does the alchemy jug have WD-40 in it?
Probably, if we can ask for it.
Jesus.
Very
I've
cool.
changed a lot since my youth.
Yeah. I don't know if I can say the same, actually. Think about it for a little bit. No, I've only gotten older.
Went from picking pockets and living off the street to living for something more. An improvement, I'd say.
Improvement. I went from picking pockets and living on the street with my sister to picking pockets and living on the street by myself. And going to visit my sister.
What about your parents? They let you just stay out on the streets?
When we were younger? Sure. Well, I mean, me and Sis, we played off each other, got ourselves into a lot of trouble. Not with anybody, just in general, So, Mom and Dad didn't really notice, because, they thought we were just having fun. Because we weren't hurting anybody. We were just messing with people. Being kids, Then we would come back home, Dad would come home from work with some sort of monster bounty or whatever. Mom was cooking dinner, maybe. Normal stuff. Nothing too tragic.
Camden scoffs a little bit about the comment of your father coming home with a monster. A standard morning to sunset job, I'm sure.
Depends. Depends on if there was, an emergency on call. Maybe there was an ogre prancing through somebody's garden.
Camden just takes another drink. Waiting for the next impending question.
I don't know. What's on your mind? I don't, you may be shocked, but I'm not very good at reaching for questions for somebody else.
Camden withdraws a piece of paper from his pouch reluctantly.
It is the paper with the strange giant sigil on it.
What's this?
Part of my past.
The paper with the strange...
He just told you, God!
Part of my past. Come back, it seems.
Come back.
Can we get a description of it?
Well, it's a paper
It's the
with a
paper you
strange
just looked
giant
at.
sigil on it.
Yee, said it again.
That's what
It's a diamond shape, and the top looks like it's on fire.
I like how it looks like a crown.
No, I knew.
Yeah,
I
that
just
too.
wanted Jeff to say the third time.
I know. Even just looking at this, me personally, I don't know what this is, but it looks menacing and bad.
Last time I saw it was aboard a orcish banner.
How often do you run into orcs?
They're a problem.
There's one at the table.
Too often. Camden just says, with not really the life you've kind of been getting out of him for this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like his entire tone just immediately shifted. As he takes a piece of paper back and folds it up and puts it back in his pouch.
So is that what we're looking for next? If you allow me to come along with you.
Camden shrugs. You're free, of course, to go wherever you like.
I suppose that's true.
Currently, right now, we're waiting for Reyna to get better. Afterwards, we're heading back to the Order.
I would like to see how that plays out. Plus, she's a very pretty girl, right?
Camden slowly turns to look at you. Don't you like more... You're,
Wow.
Camden tries to give you a look like, you get what I'm saying, right?
No.
Camden just takes a little bit more drink.
If you're talking about other shifters, there's not too many of us in a big area at a time, so it's very difficult to find another shifter. Mom and Dad were kind of lucky in that, seeing that they came from Haven Hill together. Me, however, I mean, if you're handsome, you know you're handsome, right? You're a handsome guy, right? Think so?
Camden slowly cocks his head to the side.
No, it's just, you see a pretty face, you like a pretty face.
Camden shrugs at that. The Order is amassing for something big. We'd always be looking for mercenaries, of course. Camden just gives you a shrug, like as if you can finish the sentence for him.
And maybe I could be a mercenary.
Talia works well enough with our group. She's a bounty hunter.
Speaking of pretty faces and Talia.
I am not messaging or said anything this week. I'm just sitting here looking at pictures of
Tell me about
Your
that.
characters are not you.
Tell me about that, Camden.
Camden.
I didn't say anything! Camden gives a little bit of a chuckle to that.
I feel like
And that's it.
This is going great, guys.
Camden doesn't say anything more on the subject.
Alright.
Not a fan of pointy ears, huh?
He's elf
From the
racist.
other room, Talia's ears are turning red.
I feel like I need to smash
Tell me I'm
someone.
pretty! Well, I'll tell you what, I am. I'm a fan of pointy ears.
They start looking like traffic cones.
I mean, he said that I'm pretty, and you just laughed. So someone's sleeping on the couch.
Well, lucky for me.
Kidding! God, jeez.
Lucky for me, the bed is a mimic. Anyway, so and of course,
Oh my God,
Nacre's
Jeff.
weapons.
No knives unless they're in game.
Better?
Talia comes downstairs. Anyway,
I just whoosh. Where is he?
my focus is shifted as of late.
Ha, shifted.
Sorry.
Bitch.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. I say we assume I continue on that path for the rest of the conversation for the rest of the night until we go up to bed. And I say, tell me about Ava, and then
He just likes the girls.
Tell me about Leander.
So that's a chick under there, right?
He is a high elf.
I was gonna say, look at both ways.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's a spell disguising her voice. Why don't you go ask her about it?
Oh God.
Let's see. Trying
You
to
guys
think
are
if
so
there's
good at
anything,
talking.
What?
Someone talk to Ava. Let's see how good she is at talking.
Yeah. Sounds like a great
Isn't
idea.
she a sleeping bear?
I am
No,
sleeping.
she's a meditating elf.
I'm sleeping! Don't talk to me!
Oh my god.
Fuck you, people!
That was a great conversation, Ava. Nice work.
Yeah, no problem. But I'm gonna
Alright,
throw like
yeah.
a loaf of bread at your head.
We're good.
Okay.
I'm just upstairs waiting to ambush Camden before he tries to go to bed so I can question about his fucking hands.
Show me your fucking hands.
You all head to your respective rooms. Camden, as you walk in, Leander is practically leaning into the doorway.
Hands?
I just
Hand
imagine
Oh no, I'm gonna be sitting at the table, still writing away, acting like it's no big deal.
I imagine Leander like standing on a chest and Camden tries to go through the door, notices him, steps back, and Leander falls on the floor.
You know, it's the weirdest thing. I tried standing on a chest, but it turned out to be a mimic.
Leander is sitting at a table writing, but you can get from the way he's holding his shoulders that there's something wrong, but he doesn't want to talk about it.
Aww.
You guys look
I'll
like
be
it's
there for you.
It's terrible.
I found a mimic dice bag on Pinterest right now.
That's
that.
amazing.
I
Get off
think-
Pinterest.
Okay.
Well,
Camden walks into the room. Leander,
Camden,
still up.
You know I,
Jess.
you know I don't exactly sleep. Even with meditation, I do not require as much rest as you.
So what's the plan for tomorrow?
We unfreeze your paladin and we regroup with your order, I expect. I don't like being away from the amulet. I never should have volunteered it to your order.
No, but you would have gone fighting if you had tried to seize it back.
It was not a battle I was going to win on my own. But that does not mean I intend to let your order keep it forever. I would appreciate it if they could volunteer it back to me so I could study it.
Not a battle you'd win on your own.
Perhaps you could speak
Would you
to
expect
them.
me to have your back if you tried to make that move?
Well, in your order, it can sit in a vault where it can do nothing but lure exactly the type of creatures that are looking for it. Or with us, it can be on the move and somewhat out of sight and out of mind, where I can study, where an actual expert in this subject can study it, and perhaps divulge some more information.
Then why don't you just stay at the order, bunk up at my old room, and every day we can grant you access to ponder over its secrets.
I would take you up on such access if they offer it to me.
The order has only everything to gain from that sort of agreement.
I don't care how I get it, but I want that amulet back, Camden.
What we want and what we get is two
And
different
with
things.
or without your help, I'm going to get it.
Camden seems to smile at this, as his conversation is almost the epitome of their relationship.
Can I be walking by their room and like listening in?
Girl?
Is that something you would have wanted to do, to listen to them?
I suppose not, but I mean...
Coming to ask Leander about his voice.
Hey, just checking, you lady? Nope, okay.
If you wanted to eavesdrop, you can make a stealth check and then a perception check.
I'm curious about these guys. I might as well. Maybe I should know a little bit more about my friends.
After that
Okay.
after that really awkward conversation downstairs, he's got to at least be suspicious of Camden.
Yeah, that's a 13 for stealth.
Okay, and then roll a perception check for me.
Oh, ouch. That is a 7 for my perception.
A 7 for your perception.
That's rough.
I'm not very perceptive. I'm just really good.
I'm checking something real quick.
Dude is way under my passive.
You beat mine. By 1.
I feel like Leander probably knows what's there.
Leander knows there's a bat outside waiting to pounce on that mosquito.
I also know about all the mimics in Talia's room.
I hate you so much
Actually,
right now.
you have advantage on that stealth roll since you're behind closed doors.
Ooh, that's
That was not much better.
Wait. Oh yeah, 14.
So one better.
Yeah.
You beat me by 2.
And that's low, because my stealth is really good.
Okay, let's see. Even with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's that beard.
Okay.
Keep you.
Alright. You try listening at the door. You don't think you can't really hear anything. You can hear their voices speaking, but you're not really catching a lot of words. And as you try to lean in more, you kind of bump against the door a little bit.
Run!
And it very slightly shifts. You don't hear shit, Camden. Leander, you do think that you see the door kind of move a little bit, like there's someone there.
Was there a light in the hallway? Am I able to see the shadows of feet?
Looking, you think you can perceive a slight shadow under the hallway, yes.
Leander seems to trail off.
By any means, I'm planning on getting to bed early. If we can get Reyna back in shape soon, we can head back to the Order, and we can be done with this conversation, speculatively.
So you're aware it's not going to be until late at night that she's available. Like, late afternoon.
That's why we paid for 2 days.
Yeah, Camden's impatient.
Weren't you intending to tell me about a matter that may concern us both? Perhaps something a bit overdue.
Camden withdraws the piece of paper with the symbol on it and passes it over to Leander.
It's a piece of paper with a sigil that looks like a giant's. Whoa, damn it, I fucked it up. It's a piece of paper that has a giant sigil on it.
Every time he says it, I'm doing a little squiggly thing with my arms, like, yay!
You mean this?
I need a t-shirt with that on it.
It's a piece of paper that has a giant sigil
it just says it's a piece of paper with a giant sigil on it, and that's just a picture under it.
I should get a t-shirt with the sigil on it.
Okay, but I'm sorry.
Okay. So
I
Camden
believe
passes
you were
you the
going
piece
to-
of paper and says, you mean this?
Yes and no.
Is there a
Earlier
second
today,
chair?
I made an inquiry about your hands.
Yeah.
It's obvious you do not want the rest of your order to know of their nature.
Camden walks over to the chair, to the second chair, grabbing it and pulling it over towards Leander and sitting down.
It's obvious you are capable of drawing blood from them, so they're not missing animated gauntlets.
I'm almost tempted to sit here and let you speculate. What an honestly intriguing conversation that would be.
I do not know how much longer I need to speculate. I can think of few things that could bring shame to a blood hunter among their own order. The blood of fiends, perhaps.
How much do you know about my order and their rites? Their initiation, if you will.
Admittedly, I've preferred to keep my dealings with the Blood Hunter Order very minimal before I eventually encountered yours and decided to make my alliance.
You didn't ask? Strange for you to not go for more information.
Oh no, I did plenty of inquiry. But, you see, rumors and information, much like the rumors of the Blood Hunters helping Elcott, can often be so muddled by who you hear them from. There are some who would believe that the leader of your order is a Belor in human guise.
Well, rewriting that plot point. Okay.
Right, or some sort of chain demon. Okay, we know it's not a chain demon now.
Chain smoking demon.
Camden Camden tightens there's basically an outer rim area that tightens his gauntlets onto his forearms. He gives them a quick click to tighten them down a little more as he talks. After I was taken out of my little slummy home by my master, I was trained in the arts of swordsmanship, of fighting beasts. I learned all there was to know that the blood hunters could teach me about what lurks in the darkness. Upon the age of 18, you are given a rite that transforms you not only physically but a bit mentally. Something that coaxes more out of your being. It was just after this rite that this event happened. Many blood hunters take their time and many find their rites very soon off. For me, it was troublesome to coax my first fire out of my blade, or lightning. Depending on the blood hunter themselves, they are more attuned to a certain element, their first rite. It speaks to them as an individual. Mine I could not coax out immediately. Discouraged in a way, I spent some time away from the order with my master, still a bit of a trainee. But then we were more equals. Almost. Traveling around the land a bit, he thought it would help clear my mind, to find who I was, to coax this rite out of me. It was then that I found that symbol, hanging upon orcish banners, around the ruins of burning buildings. We had tracked orcs before, but not in these numbers, and when we found where they had finally found themselves, we couldn't believe our eyes. A well-sized band just went rampant on this town. It was like everything was on fire. We rushed in to did what we can, even downing one of their leaders. It was a fierce battle, and I loved every second of it. Finally being able to use these things I've been taught. Finally being able to prove myself. I was so caught up in it. After the battle was won against this beast, part of the orcs began to break. Finding no more things to loot, no more people to kill. Camden locks eyes with Leander. They just grow bored after some time. Them and their kind. They just do what they want. Come in, take, kill. And then just go off to whatever the hell they were doing beforehand. So we turned our focus to the town, to the people. Camden tightens his left gauntlet again. They took something from me that day, and that is all I will say more on the subject. If the Order found out what happened, I could lose my station. I make this agreement with you now, Leander.
Are members of your order allowed to love?
Of course. Some find more lust in it than actual attachment. The rite can sometimes bring out more of the primal instincts, and you find fleeting, little tiny relationships flare up here and now. Blood hunters on mission after they've slain a beast.
I'm not talking about
with anything.
I'm not talking about a fling, Camden. I'm talking about love.
Camden pushes himself to his feet. It's a ridiculous question.
It does not seem so to me. Did you burn your hands trying to save her?
Camden's gauntlet clenches. It was a boy and his mother. His father was already dead. Dead in the doorway, sliced in half. Already charred to a crisp, and they had to watch. The right gives you strength. I thought it was enough. The beam is just too damn heavy. I stayed too damn long.
What did the orcs take?
Camden slowly undoes his left gauntlet. Clicking noise of it basically unscrewing from his forearm as he slides it off to reveal almost a blackened and charred hand. His fingers move with poor dexterity, as you can almost see them gaunt and some of the sinew almost revealed beneath. Scars never heal sometimes, Leander, because we keep them with us. I wasn't strong enough that day. Never again. Camden slides the gauntlet back on, clicking it down onto his forearm. You helped me get those damn orcs. You helped me put them down for good. And I will personally serve you the Black King's head. Do we have a deal, Leander?
I would much prefer to have my amulet, but I am more than willing to make the deal. If you can get my amulet back from the Order, we will find and kill this giant.
Camden just gives him a slight nod.
Leander extends his gloved hand to shake.
Camden slowly raises his hand to shake it.
The charred one or the other one?
Oh no, Camden put his gauntlet back on for his left hand, but his gauntlet in hand.
Part of me didn't want to, but the imagery was just so terrifying that I went for it.
Wait, so does he have fingers? Yeah,
He has fingers. He has a full hand.
Yeah.
You're
It's
Doctor
just-
Strange!
No, it's
No,
worse.
it's way worse.
I'm imagining them like black and practically skeletal, like little more
Yep.
than like a god.
I wouldn't call them
Weird.
that bad, but they are damaged.
They're
beyond
very
the point
gaunt.
that magic could really do anything
Are they
for
like
them.
square? Is that what gaunt
They're
No, like gaunt, like you know when you're like dehydrated, like it's kind of like
your fingers stuck in and they look
yeah,
like
yeah, like it shows all like the detail of like your joints
What's your
and
grandpa hands?
veins. Oh my god.
They're like gross ones. Okay.
Yeah, but like blackened.
I like how I
It's
thought
like you know how
Deadpool?
Two-Face is?
You know Deadpool?
Yeah.
You know Deadpool?
Jen's
Worse than
obsessed with
Deadpool.
Okay,
I like how during this whole thing I'm hiding behind the clipboard and like waiting for it to stop, and I'm like, this is really helping right now.
okay, the way I imagine it is, you know how Two-Face looked in The Dark Knight? It's like that burned and
Like you see this,
it's worse than
it's
a little
worse than that.
It's worse than
Can
that,
you
yeah.
not Google things like that and show us?
Like I like to imagine, you know how Two-Face has like you can see like the tendon, like you can see some of those.
I'm gonna shake his
Stop
gauntleted hand. I get the description.
No, Camden put on his left gauntlet and tightened it back down. You get his right hand, and we shake hands. Good night, Leander. I hope you enjoy what you've dug for.
What do you mean, Camden?
Well, I hope you're satisfied with what you've learned tonight. Isn't that what you're after? Knowledge?
A better understanding. You do not need to be ashamed of old wounds. It sounds to me like you did everything you could to save those people.
The Order knew I was unable to perform my ritual or my rite without these gauntlets.
You can try as hard as you can and still fail. There is no shame in that.
Without these gauntlets, I'm no more blood hunter. That's why this stays in this room. People can lovingly laugh and chuckle behind my back about why I always wear them. I don't care. I want to continue to do my job.
It is the man who wears the gauntlets that had the Blood Hunter. Put them on any idiot peasant in this city, and you will find just another sniveling wretch in the gutter. You would not have Camden. Our bodies, just vessels of blood containing our souls. That is the Blood Hunter. The gauntlets are nothing. Your material form is nothing, but a vessel for your soul. And your soul, Camden, is most definitely a Blood Hunter.
Camden's face doesn't show any sign of appreciation, but he gives a bit of a nod. Good night, Leander.
Good night, Camden. Leander seems to exhale as he says it, sort of itching absent-mindedly at the straps of his mask.
Alright.
Like,
That
you
was
show me mine,
so
I show you
cute.
yours.
Let's end it there for tonight.
I was kind of hoping I'd get a nightmare. After all that, they went on here.
If you like them so much, Talia.
I want to know what the
Okay,
fuck's going on in my town.
you open your eyes. You're in school,
There's a bear pooping in
but
your
you realize you're naked.
I just imagine like Talia like jumping into bed. Oh boy, maybe I'll have a nightmare tonight.
Sarah room in the corner. Maybe you will. And he goes back to reading.
You're in school, and every one of your articles of clothing is a mimic.
I hate you so
That
much.
was my favorite.
What was your favorite?
That whole thing. You guys are so cute.
Oh my god.
Is there anything on this
Romance.
planet that is not cute to you?
Yes, poop.
I disagree. We're gonna find some poop that she's like, oh, that's cute.
What about
Wait,
the poop
rabbit
emoji?
Rabbit
Poop
poop.
emoji's
the poop
cute.
emoji's so cute.
Rabbit.
Okay, see? Alright, that's poop.
There we go. We're done.
But it's arguably also pudding. People call it pudding.
No, it
no,
isn't.
it's poop.
No, it's not.
I know.
You guys gave me a poop emoji for my car.
I know
An
I
air
did.
fresher poop
And
emoji.
you haven't used it yet. It makes me
Wait,
sad.
what was it?
It is a poop emoji for
It
my
w-
car. It's air
It was a what
freshener.
emoji?
It's
A poop.
Okay, so it's not definitely not chocolate pudding.
No,
she
it's
just
not.
literally okay.
just said it.
Oh my god,
I
yeah.
just want to know if it was like a dream or a nightmare or a vision. I've been like bothered by it. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sweating.
truth comes out, guys.
Truth's coming out.
Camden's hands and part of his left leg were burnt away because he stayed into a.
You showed that one of your
building.
hands was.
Wait, when Camden walks around, does he just go clink, clink, clink?
They should call him Camden Iron Hands and Boot.
I hate you.
Iron hand and iron boot.
I hate you all.
Yeah, a little bit.
Iron coif. I mean iron neck. I mean iron leg. I mean iron shoulder. I mean iron arm.
I'm gonna hurt you. That was
I think you're about to
hilarious.
start
Stop.
crying.
Me?
Yeah, you
Right
did.
now?
No, earlier you were like,
yeah.
like.
Oh, I
There's-
was kidding, but I was like, it's so cute.
There's more to the story too, which I'm really excited to tell. But,
Oh God, yay!
But
Do you have
that was
this
the big
memorized?
part.
I'm surprised I got the whole, at least the whole thing of what I was looking for out.
Wait, so Leander didn't know any of that.
Not till now. No, Leander's the only one who knows now.
There were parts where I
Unless-
wanted to
unless
comment,
you
and I'm
heard
like,
at the
no,
door.
don't say anything. Just let him keep
Doesn't
talking.
sound like it.
I mean,
Yeah, I heard them like mumbling.
Yeah, you just heard.
I knew that they were talking about something for a really long time, so it must have been kind of important. But the details of it, I don't know.
Oh, man.
Hippopotamus soup.
Pizza.
A waka waka.
Oh yeah, I brought you guys pizza.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I just imagine she pops it.
In and out of the game.
I just imagine like Camden's just like they took from me everything.
Pizza.
Okay, I just
You've never seen a food like that before? When she gives it to you, it looks strange.
What the fuck?
It smells pretty decent.
They took
We'll
everything
say
from
give
me.
it to you.
Can you imagine
In
Camden
that town,
getting
I had a
pizza, like,
sandwich.
in his gauntlets, like in the fingers, be like, oh shit.
So yeah, it there's a slit in
basically in the middle of his gauntlet that had so he can like slice his blade through it and cut his hand.
Ouch.
But
Yeah, he always
Yeah.
has to cut his hand.
I know,
You're
yeah.
getting closed a lot and stuff. So
yeah, it's
We
pretty
didn't
great.
fight anything, you guys.
Didn't fight it? No.
Yeah, it was,
And we
We
had
fought inner demons.
it was an
Thank you.
RP episode.
Inner demons, guys. We fought inner demons.
And we discovered pizza.
I like
Apparently-
roleplay episodes.
Yeah, seriously.
I like these episodes.
So,
Leander found out all the information tonight.
it's November 25th. Right now, as we're recording this episode, it's November 25th. I don't know when we're going to do an episode again. We'll have to try to fit something in December, which I assume is going to be difficult. We'll have to worry about Christmas at some point,
New Year's.
New Year's at some, right after that.
Oh.
Well, those are all over the weekend, though. So.
Yeah, it's all over the weekend.
Well,
But after
I work
this,
at
we
a
should have a
bakery.
Halloween episode.
No.
I work at a bakery, so Christmas is gonna be tough. So I need your shirt sizes because right now there are Black Friday sales for customized shirts.
Are we gonna do a Geeks New England?
I think so. And then I was gonna try to do for all like the backs, like the symbols that people have. And
Yes!
Ranger, Blood Hunter, Rogue.
Yeah, and then if we have to order, because like some of them you have to order a certain number, then I'll just get extras to like throw.
Oh
in.
my
Even
god!
handouts.
Oh my god! Idea: jerseys with with everyone's character name.
Those are expensive.
Yeah, they
I
are.
don't
They're-
want to be
they're
mistaken
t-shirts,
for one of those
yeah.
sports folks.
Excuse
not
me,
actual
I'm wearing
shirts.
one of my best Bruin shirts right now.
Not actual.
He's a
jerseys.
sports person.
Just jersey design.
You're a sports person.
Yeah, I love sports.
She's too.
Yeah.
You both get it.
He makes us go. We go to Champions Bar in Boston, and they all watch sports on his.
watch the-
Oh,
This is a safe
Tell me
place
next
for
time.
nerds.
Jen, in the group, you asked shirt size and preference, male or female. I just said my size, but I like female because it really hugs my butt.
Well, okay.
What?
I like women.
I like checking.
Men is like a 10% thing for me.
I like checking because I know, like, I prefer to wear men's shirts. 'Cause
Same.
women's t-shirts, like, the armpit is, like, up
The
here.
armpit goes in. It curves down here. It's like uncomfortable as fuck.
You
I will
can't turn
also
in
check
it.
them out.
It's all, it always ends
I'm
up
just gonna
here,
check
and you're
them
like,
out.
oh.
Okay, well, anyway, hope everyone enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, seriously, that was really good.
We'll be back at some point in the near future. Near TM.
Yeah.
Until then, everyone have a nice and safe holiday. If we don't see you until after everything's over.
Ooh, I have a public service announcement I wanted to say.
Okay.
Okay. So I know that we just had Thanksgiving, so I probably should have said it before that, but Christmas is coming up. A lot of baking is happening. Please wear oven mitts, guys. You know what can happen if you don't.
And don't bake your plants into your edibles.
And don't bake with your face.
Don't. By the way, if anyone has that oven mitt from Loot Crate, that was the Infinity Gauntlet. Don't use that. You should already know that because this was months ago. But since it got brought up, don't use the Infinity Gauntlet mitten.
Yeah, it hurts.
It does not work. You will burn yourself. Don't use it.
And then you'd be like, Camden. That's
Oh
how
my
Camden
god, that's
got
what
his
happened.
hands.
I had double gauntlets.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Good night.